ọ̀lẹ̀lẹ̀. Màgbà mi o, ìyàwó àsìkò, òní eré, ọ̀la ìjà. Òní eré o, ọ̀la ìjà. Kí ló ṣe mí ṣèwọ́ ṣèjà náà ìyàwó? Kí ló ṣe mí ṣèwọ́ ṣèjà náà ìyàwó? Abu bàbá ọkọ, abu màmá ọkọ. Bó bá ń bá kan sọ̀rọ̀, awú bí búrẹ́dì omi. Amọ́kọ lójú táyì, bẹ́ẹ̀ni kọ́kọ́ ò jẹ́ kọ́kọ́. Bọ́kọ bá ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀dùn lọ́wọ́ àníbọ̀dá ìpanumọ́. Bọ́kọ bá ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀dùn lọ́wọ́ àníbọ̀dá ìpanudé.
Buhari is dead and buried in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia.
Okay now. Okay.
I'm going to be president of this country, whether you like it or not. And I will preside over the affairs of this country, including presiding over you. I think you must start adjusting to that reality. The sooner you do that, the less chest pains you'll have when that reality comes.
Well, here's the video of Bola Ahmed Tinubu muttering those unintelligible words which have since gone viral. Let's take a look.
You see the innovation. If we lend ourselves to innovation, we can create wonders. Yeah, it's a successful again, a town hall, different from Blue Bulaba.
I don't suffer, no be small. But say I get sense. Poverty no good at all. Now it make I join this business. For one night, no be it's once again. Everybody can pay up. If anybody follow move, my brother. National Airport, National Stadium, President, my sister, brother, I go drop your dollar, I go take your money, disappear. For one time in the bed. Refinery, the contract, now you white. But you won't pay me some more money, they can't bring up. I don't see them fire. That's why when they ever enter my temple, I will show them fire. National Airport, National Stadium, President, my sister, brother, you be the I be the master. Find I came here earlier,
Ladies and gentlemen, this dance you're about to see now is called Tinubu dance. Are you ready to give me that dance? Oh yeah, everybody go say Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Say, oh yeah, Baba dance. Everybody. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Listen, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. Voila.
And it was right there, Tinubu dance. You know, all of these things. Pardon me. So that was Tinubu dance. So you know, all of these things. I cannot wait for the elections to start. You know, because all of these things now they will be played endlessly on all of the radio platforms in Nigeria, especially Continuity Tinubu. And then that Omo, you know, they are actually dancing to that Omo logo in the north now, much to the chagrin of their elite space. The younger ones in the north, they are dancing to the Omo logo. Omo logo. Do you not remember it? All right, let me remind you. Omo logo. It's Omo logo, but you wouldn't understand it from the heavy inflection of the Hausa language. But this is what they're dancing to in the north. So it's not that they love him or they lob him. Maybe they want to lob him over a fence, who knows? But they lob him in the north. They lob him Tinubu. They lob him Tinubu. So they lob him Tinubu and all that. Good day to you. Good to be in your company. All that. Good day to you. Good to be in your company. And how are you? Hope you've had a gloriously wonderful day, cascading, crescendoing into yet another session. Your friendly neighborhood or you are laughing man. One man went to mow. One man went to mow the eagle lands again. Pardon me. One man went to mow the eagle lands again. And I've already said hopeful that I'm meeting you in good health. So all that. The protocol remains the same. Click on the like button. Just as soon as I invite you to do so. Click on the like button. Not already subscribed, please subscribe. If you want to come and join me on the screen, there's a hyperlink that says StreamYard. Share the links just as widely as you can. So do all those things. Like, share, subscribe, and share the links. So like, share, subscribe, share the links. Come join me on the screen. So do all those things, and you would have fulfilled all righteousness. So I have to keep my eyes off the comment section because sometimes I get distracted by the comment section. But before I keep my eyes off the comment section, can I invite you, just as you're coming in, say hello in the comment section so I can say hello back to you, and that way all righteousness is fulfilled. So we make friends. Let's be friends. So say hello, and then I'll say hello back to you. As has Aja Adama right there, who joins us. It's been a moment since I saw Adama in the comment section. So that's Adama right there. Oga, of course, one of the pillars of the platform. There he is right there. That's Oga right there. The Rattel family, who's fast becoming a regular staple in that comment section right there. The CEO of the comment section, that's Ayo right there, who keeps it 100 in that space. And Thomas as well is there. So that's Thomas as well. So keep saying hello in the comment section. And as soon as I look into the comment section, I'll acknowledge your presence and say hello back. So that way all righteousness is fulfilled. So fulfill all righteousness. So yes, should we just get started? So now I have a lot of clips saved up. So there's a lot of clips rather, not skips but clips. There's a lot of clips stored in the library of the platform. That comes, of course, you know all the music that I played. They're already stored, but there are also all manners of clips that are stored there, so that when the moment comes, they just slot in succinctly into where the narrative is. So a good example of that is this. So if there's ever a need to mock Peter Obi, and there's always a need to mock Peter Obi, so whenever there is a need to mock Peter Obi, I simply just play this.
It's my sister. They said it failed.
That's the IREV. The IREV is separate from the Beavers. The Beavers accredits people, and then it's supposed to take a picture and upload it to the IREV. The IREV did not work on that day.
Yes, me and you know the difference between all this. For the average Nigerian, that is all included. And I want to speak to the average Nigerian.
Whenever the need comes to mock, even the presenter could barely contain herself just laughing at him. So whenever the need comes to mock Peter Obi, I have that thought to mock Peter Obi. And whenever the need comes to point out that Peter Obi is an ethnic politician, I simply play this.
These are things that will change. Let me show you a WhatsApp. Let me read out a WhatsApp for you.
I'm not going to play that in full, but whenever the need comes to point out that Peter Obi is an ethnic politician, I simply play that. And I have them all stored up. So now I'm saying all of that to land on this. So now the first headline that I'm about to bring you now, this clip that I'm about to play you now, is slotted in succinctly. It's saved in the library as well, but is saved in the library for moments like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So there it is right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Federal government hails Finland over conviction of Simon Ekpa. So there it is right there. So it's now gone the full cycle now, and we now know that this guy now, it will not be a nuisance to the Tinubu administration for the duration of the period that administration is in situation. So he'll be locked up for 6 years, and of course, Tinubu would have completed his 2 terms by the end of that. So the next Aboki that replaces Tinubu then has to contend with him. That's if he's still in contention. I think he will learn contrition within those 2. Although you don't actually serve your full jail term in most of these Western prisons, but at least his location is accounted for the next 3 years. So if you are ever looking for Simon Ekpa, just send your letters care of Correctional Institutions Finland, otherwise known as prison, otherwise known as Enwo, otherwise known as jail. Our federal government hails Finland over conviction of Simon Ekpa. So let's kick it off with this. The federal government on Monday held what it called, let's do that again. The federal government on Monday held what it called the landmark judgment of the Päijät-Häme District Court in Finland, which on Monday sentenced Simon Ekpa, a self-styled pro-Biafra agitator, to 6 years imprisonment for terrorism offenses. So there it is right there. If they had lives, a lot of people still feel somewhat shortchanged by that sentences. By that sentence rather, a lot of people still feel shortchanged by that sentence because most people actually were in anticipation of capital punishment against this guy. Just so many people here seen of this planet, mortal coil, mortal soil. Just so many people this guy has facilitated, has enabled their death. Federal government hails Finland over conviction. Hold on. Federal government hails Finland over conviction of Simon Ekpa. The federal government on Monday held what it called the landmark judgment of the Päijät-Häme District Court in Finland, which on Monday sentenced Simon Ekpa, a self-styled not pro-democracy, but pro-Biafra agitator, to 6 years imprisonment for terrorism offenses. Mohammed Idris, Minister of Information and National Orientation, in a statement on Monday, described the ruling as a watershed moment, not only for the countless innocent Nigerians whose lives and livelihood have been brutally disrupted by the reign of terror incited and financed by Ekpa and his collaborators, but also for the strengthening of bilateral relations between Finland and Nigeria. So yes, there's an element of government to government something in the words of Simon Ekpa. For years, Ekpa's reckless incitement and orchestration of violence through IPOB terror activities unleashed unspeakable pain, families shattered, businesses destroyed, children orphaned, and entire communities forced to live under fear, hundreds of lives lost, and many more maimed in pursuit of a destructive and unlawful agenda that sought to undermine the peace, unity, and sovereignty of our nation. By upholding the rule of law and ensuring that justice is served, the Finnish judiciary has not only vindicated Nigeria's consistent position on this matter, but also sent a clear signal to extremists everywhere that the world is watching and justice will catch up with those who seek to destabilize societies through terror. So those who seek to destabilize societies through terror, and by the way, you know, that this sends a signal actually, because there's another element of that babe. What's her name again? Ngozi Orabueze. She's the one deputizing for Simon Ekpa now, so she'll be looking over her shoulders with anxiety, I'm sure. By upholding the rule of law and ensuring that justice is served, the Finnish judiciary has not only vindicated Nigeria's consistent position on this matter, but also sent a clear signal to extremists everywhere that the world is watching and justice will catch up with those who seek to destabilize societies through terror. The Tinubu administration remains unshakable in its resolve to defend Nigeria's sovereignty and protect the dignity of every citizen. We will continue to mobilize every resource, diplomatic, military, and judicial, to preserve the peace, unity, and territorial integrity of our country. The statement reads in part, we urge all those who, under the misguidance of Simon Ekpa and others, have taken up arms against their fatherland to immediately lay them down and embrace the path of peace. Nigeria is big enough for all its people, but there can be no progress where violence and division prevails. So I wonder that because this will have an impact on the Nnamdi Kanu situation, by the way, because this now signals then the window. It not only signals but opens the window for the conviction of Nnamdi Kanu. So with this now, because the precedence has now been set, so in Simon Ekpa is a mini version of Nnamdi Kanu, and what Simon Ekpa stood accused of in Finland are exactly and worse the same charges leveled against Nnamdi Kanu. So it makes it increasingly more difficult for the government to politicize Nnamdi Kanu's travails and try and release. It makes it more difficult for them to release Nnamdi Kanu. If Simon Ekpa is serving 6 years in Finland for terrorism activities in Nigeria, then his head man, his boss, cannot then be released, having been caught and charged with the same charges. Do you see? So this judgment makes it more it makes things more difficult for Nnamdi Kanu. It just does. But what it also tells us is that look how quickly things happened in Finland. They caught the guy. The whole thing happened in barely 18 months, and the guy has already been sentenced. And what about Nnamdi Kanu? Were 4 or 5 years and counting. So it just speaks to the chasm between a well-structured society and a banana republic like Nigeria. The Tinubu administration remains unshakable in its resolve to defend Nigeria's sovereignty and protect the dignity of every citizen. We will continue to mobilize every resource, diplomatic, military, and judicial, to preserve the peace, unity, and territorial integrity of our country. The statement reads in part: we urge all those who, under the misguidance of Simon Ekpa and others, have taken up arms against their fatherland, to immediately lay them down and embrace the path of peace. Nigeria is big enough for all its people, but there can be no progress where violence and division prevails. The federal government also extends its profound gratitude to the Office of the National Security Advisor, the Nigerian Armed Forces, and the Security and Intelligence Agencies, the Federal Ministry of Justice, and the Nigeria Police, whose sacrifices, courage, and commitment continue to secure our homeland in the face of daunting challenges. Their service, and the resilience of the Nigerian people remain the backbone of our enduring unity. As we mark this turning point, the federal government enjoins all Nigerians at home and abroad to work together for national unity, peace, and security of the country. So there it is right there. So that is the Nigerian government then jubilating at the conviction of Simon Ekpa. I'm not quite sure if they don't know that casts some sort of shadow over them with the endless detention of I'm not sure that Nnamdi Kanu's case has even started. The trial has even started fully 5 years in. So that's what happened in Finland. But the Nigerian government doubles down then on that judgment in Finland to tell us then that they are going to vest even more punishment on Simon Ekpa back home. Alleged terrorism, we will take further actions against Ekpa. This is the Attorney General of the Federation. What's his name again? Whatever his name is. The federal government on Monday said it would take further actions against a separatist agitator and self-styled Prime Minister of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, following his conviction on terrorism-related charges by a Finnish court. The federal government, in a statement, let's do that entirely all over again. The federal government on Monday said it would take further actions against a separatist agitator and self-styled Prime Minister of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, following his conviction on terrorism-related charges by a Finnish court. In a statement, the federal government, in a statement that was signed by the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, said the appropriate further actions would be taken upon receipt and understudying of a copy of the judgment of the court. Commending Ekpa's conviction by the Finnish court, the AGF said, "We received the good news of the conviction of the leader of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, by the Finnish court. His conviction for charges of terrorism and other related offenses filed against him by the Finnish government is a confirmation that Ekpa had influenced and committed heinous crimes against the Nigerian people, especially in the southeast. We commend the Finnish authorities for supporting Nigeria for supporting Nigeria in the fight against insecurity and see this as a signal of future collaboration. Appropriate further actions will be taken upon receipt and on understanding of a copy of the judgment of the court." So what does that tell us? That tells us then that they are almost certain to start, upon receipt of whatever it is that they're looking to receive, they will start targeting Simon Ekpa's assets in Nigeria if he has any, and I suspect he may well have some. So that's Simon Ekpa right there, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, Helma, he's going to rot in prison, I suspect. So that's that. Let's go on from that to this. Your unsolicited advice not needed. So this is Goodluck Jonathan clapping back at Festus Keyamo. You recall, of course, Festus Keyamo. He came out over the past couple of days to speak to the prospects of the PDP presenting Goodluck Jonathan as a candidate. Your unsolicited advice not needed. Jonathan knocks Keyamo over 2027 presidency eligibility debate. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has criticized Minister of Aviation Festus Keyamo, SAN, and legal scholar Professor Chidi Odinkalu over their opposition to his speculated 2027 presidential ambition. Jonathan, through his cousin, Azibualu Robert, warned the duo to stay away from his political decisions, stressing that his eligibility to contest was not in doubt. So this is signaling to us then that Goodluck Jonathan is back in play. So he's starting to run political commentaries, getting his elbows out and getting the muscles up. So this is Goodluck Jonathan then signaling then that he intends to go after that. If Goodluck Jonathan decides to go after that PDP ticket, I think he'll just get it unopposed. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has criticized Minister of Aviation Festus Keyamo and legal scholar Professor Chidi Odinkalu over their opposition to his speculated 2027 presidential election. Jonathan, through his cousin, Azibualu Robert, warned the duo to stay away from his political decisions, stressing that his eligibility to contest was not in doubt. Correspondents report that Keyamo and Odinkalu had advised the People's Democratic Party PDP against offering Jonathan its ticket, arguing that he had already been sworn in twice as president and faces constitutional hurdles. They contended that any return bid might not withstand legal scrutiny. Goodluck Jonathan 100% qualified, Robert. Responding in a statement on Monday, Robert dismissed their concerns, insisting Jonathan does not need their unsolicited legal advice. So he may not need their unsolicited legal advice, but one of them is a senior advocate of Nigeria, and the other one, Chidi Odinkalu, is a professor of law. So whether they are unsolicited or not, they come from a place of a good grasp of the legal nuances of Goodluck Jonathan's decision. Pardon me. Responding in a statement on Monday, Roberts dismissed their concerns, insisting Jonathan does not need unsolicited legal opinions. Dear Festus Kiyamo, SAN, Chidi Odinkalo Prof, I greet both of you. For the record, 3 of us are lawyers. We were all pro-democracy activists in the 90s, and I was a better activist than both of you combined. Rule number 1, do not offer legal advice where none is solicited. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, PDP, has numerous, more cerebral, more experienced SANs at his disposal who give him sound, unblemished professional legal advice. So I think he may well have sampled opinion and they're telling him he could get away with it, but they instituted that clause after the 2015 election, so he cannot use the precedence of having contested in 2023 on 2015 rather to say that that window is already open, because it was post that 2015 that then they instituted in the constitution that nobody can be sworn in twice, 3 times rather, as the Nigerian president. Please note, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is 100% constitutionally and legally qualified to contest if he chooses to. If he decides not to yield to the overwhelming calls to run, it will not be because he's unqualified. He wrote on his. So this is Goodluck Jonathan's Facebook now. I want you to pay a special note to. I want you to pay a special attention to just the wordings of this. Goodluck Jonathan is 100% constitutionally and legally qualified to contest. So that is to tell you then that they have sounded the legality of it and they have been assured that he can contest. So why is he doing that? Unless he's intent on contesting. So that's one. Because what debarred him? It debarred him post the 2015 election, which was the last time he contested. So if he had no intentions of contesting again, then he would not have tested the legality. If that law binds him, he would not have tested that. So him testing if that law binds him indicates that he still has ambitions to also rock. So that tells us that. Please note, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is 100% constitutionally and legally qualified to contest if he chooses to. If he decides not to yield to the overwhelming calls to run, so this is another. So forget the not to yield. What they are also telling us is, number one, they are telling us that they have checked the law and there's a window of opportunity for him to contest, which that is constitutionally able to contest. So they've told us that, and they are also telling us that there's an overwhelming call for him to run. So that is to tell you then that there's a strong probability, there's more than a 50% probability, even a possibility that Goodluck Jonathan will be on the ballot PDP. Please note, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is 100% constitutionally and legally qualified to contest if he chooses to. If he decides not to yield to the overwhelming calls to run, it will not be because he is unqualified, he wrote on his verified Facebook page. Robert further suggested that existing court rulings had already settled the matter of Jonathan's eligibility. So what they are telling us is that, I think they are relying on what opened the window for him to contest in 2015, but then what bars him from contesting is post 2015. We'll see how the legalities of all that plays out. Robert further suggested that existing court rulings had already settled the matter of Jonathan's eligibility. Your unsolicited legal views is not of any concerns to him and will never be. So if it's not of any concerns to him, then why is he responding to it? Your unsolicited legal view is not of any concern to him and will never be. Don't waste your precious time dwelling on this. Or should I schedule a meeting so you can be properly educated on the subsisting court judgments on the matter? one of which your party, APC, was party to. Whilst insisting Jonathan is constitutionally clear to run, Roberts stressed that his comments should not be seen as a confirmation of his brother's ambition. This is not a confirmation that JEJ is running. He noted. You remember that they even tried to slot you remembered they even tried to slot Goodluck Jonathan into the APC ticket 2023. So desperate were they for Tinubu not to run. Yes, correspondents report that although Jonathan has not formally declared for the 2027 race, his rumored ambition has triggered heated debate within political circles. Some argue that a Jonathan return bid could complicate the South's chances of retaining the presidency, whilst others insist it may offer the PDP a stronger platform ahead of the elections. For now, uncertainty remains, but the early exchanges highlight the growing battle over zoning eligibility and succession at the 2027 general election. So they are actually trying to bring Goodluck Jonathan back into the PDP to open a window for Atiku Abubakar, because a Goodluck Jonathan candidature only serves Atiku Abubakar, no one else. All right, I think that may be all I have. Let me send the link again. If anybody wants the conversation, we have no one in the room at the moment. If anybody wants the conversation come in, I'll send the link. Let's see. Just send the link. See if anybody wants to come in. So yes, if you want to come in, come in. If you want the conversation, come in. So let me take you to, where am I taking you to next? Let me take you to, all right, let me take you to this one. This is the Tinubu administration is weighted towards this towards the southwest or north. That ongoing debate. Not Lagos. Federal government reveals region that gets lion's share of Tinubu's projects. The Director General of the Budget Office of the Federation, Tanimu Yakubu, has disclosed the region that gets the lion's share of the federal government projects. Yakubu explained that, contrary to popular opinion, Lagos does not receive the largest share of the country's projects. He disclosed that the Northwest region is the largest beneficiary of President Tinubu's federal project approvals. Yakubu dismissed the narrative that Lagos received 3.9 trillion worth of projects, describing it as misleading and politically motivated. In a statement titled Northwest, the lion's share of Tinubu's projects, the DG explained that only 1.2 trillion were Lagos-specific projects, such as airport fencing, Carter Bridge rehabilitation, and other localized upgrades. The remaining 2.7 trillion, he explained, are national infrastructure projects, particularly highways and transport corridors that pass through Lagos but serve the entire federation. By the logic, the Kano-Maiduguri Expressway could just as easily be called a Maiduguri-only project. Such sleight of hand ignores a central truth. These are not local trophies. They are arteries of a national economy, Yakubu said. He provided the regional distribution of projects as follows. Northwest, 5.9, near 6 trillion, about 40% of all approvals. South-South, 2.4 trillion. North Central, 1.1 trillion. Southeast, 407 billion. Northeast, 400 billion. Southwest, excluding Lagos, 600 billion. And Lagos, 1.2 trillion. Yakubu noted that the figures leave no doubt that the Northwest and North Lagos holds the lion's share of the projects under the Tinubu administration. Let me actually show you that I've got a chart here. Actually, let me bring this up. I'll send the link to this chart into the comment section. If you want to know where the weight of the Tinubu administration is, here is a chart that tells you all that's just been described. It's not allowing me to expand it for whichever reason. Actually, let me copy it and send it to the comment section. So that gives you just a visual breakdown of the distribution of projects under the Tinubu administration. So there's that. What else have I got for you? So this is El Rufai, still rebel rousing. APC's Muslim ticket strategy to win election, not religious move. This is El Rufai, who recently came out on a big interview on Channels Television. Pardon me. A former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El Rufai, has stated that his decision to support the Muslim ticket adopted by the All Progressive Congress APC in the 2023 presidential election was a political move. Speaking during an appearance on Channels Television, he asserted that it was not a move motivated by religion, rather a deliberate plan to secure electoral victory. The former Kaduna governor argued that fears over religious exclusion were unfounded, citing his experience in Kaduna, where he also ran on a Muslim ticket. It was a political strategy. It was a strategy to win the election. It was not a religious strategy. When you are contesting an election, you look at every variable, every index, every criterion that will help you win. It has nothing to do with religion. So long as we continue to speculate on these issues, we will not solve them. We have done a Muslim ticket now. Tell me in what way Christians are now shortchanged. Nothing. No leader that wants to succeed will limit his choice of appointees to a particular religion or ethnicity. Well, it's quite hypocritical. This is a guy that served under Buhari for 8 years. If you want to succeed, you have to diversify. Now we have cured the fear and the love for the Muslim ticket. It has been done, buried and gone. So it's telling you then that I wonder how they respond to a Christian ticket. We'll have to see. We have to see that. Maybe that should be tested. Actually, a Christian ticket. It's only that no politician would dare it because they know that they will never win. Because religion is very much a consideration with the Muslims, not so much the Christians, but the Muslims in Nigeria. El Rufai, a divider, bad person. This is a former aide of ease. Former political advisor to ex-Kaduna Governor Nasir El Rufai has launched a scathing attack on his former boss, describing him as a divider and a bad person whose years in power were marked by exclusion and manipulation. Ben Kure, now the managing director of Kaduna State Media Corporation, made the remarks during a live appearance on Channels TV. Speaking as a son of Southern Kaduna and a founding member of the All Progressive Congress in the state, Gure said he initially championed El Rufai's rise to power, only to later regret his role. I was Director General of his campaign 2015 and 2019. In my life, I have never regretted an action as much as supporting Malam Nasir El Rufai, he said. He was presented to us as a nationalist, but what we saw was politics of exclusion, politics of discrimination, and divide and rule. He thrived in crisis by knocking people's heads together. Kure recounted how he, alongside other APC pioneers, helped build the party structure in Kaduna and delivered the ticket to El-Rufai, who at the time had little political base. According to him, the image of El-Rufai as a unifying figure quickly unraveled once he assumed power. He used religion and ethnicity to achieve his goals. He pitted communities against each other so he could have his way. That is not leadership, that is manipulation, Kure said. Pressed on why he continued to serve under El-Rufai despite these misgivings, Kure explained that his disillusionment grew gradually. Anyway, let me take it to the end. Pressed on why he continued to serve under El-Rufai despite these misgivings, Kure explained that his disillusionment grew gradually. He has served in multiple roles, including local government chairman, executive secretary of Kaduna State Emergency Management Agency, and political advisor. He said he eventually saw through what he called the governor's divisive style. I did not know he was a bad person at first. The truth became clear during his leadership. The Bible says you. Okay, so anyway, that's somebody outing El-Rufai right there. Not telling us anything that we don't already know, by the way. So let's go to the clips now, and then we'll see if anybody turns up. We'll rattle through the clips. Oh, there's one that I didn't play you yesterday. Maybe I should play you it today. There's an ethnic undertone to it, and I know you guys always recoil away from ethnic something. But let me play it since we're in the southeast with Simon Ekpa anyway. Let me play this. This is Abike Dabiri Arewa telling us something that we all know, but we choose not to speak about. So there is nobody that will hear what Abike Dabiri Arewa has to say here that they would not they would not nod their head in agreement. We all know what she's about to say. No, we don't know what she's about to say, but we all agree with what she's going to say now. But we don't speak about it. It's the unspoken truth of the Nigerian space. Listen.
You see, again, we are generalizing. Don't forget that I've called people out. We have names, I reel out the names. And I've said that these so-called Nigerians, let us know them. Let us know them. Let them be dealt with. They can't be anonymous. So it's the responsibility of the host country, which even the Inspector General of Police of Ghana said, look, I don't want to say one tribe. Let us know them. We are not going to go there and beg for them. When you say the Nigeria Commission in Ghana, the Nigeria Commission in Ghana has been doing a lot, actually. Look, I've gone to Ghana. I can't remember how many times I've gone to Ghana. If you remember when we had cases of trafficking, we went to Ghana and brought back those girls. And we thank Her Excellency, Mrs. Olarubeji Tinubu, who helped us with transportation, bus and all that. And we've been doing that on a regular basis, and it has gone down. You know, and the people behind that have been arrested. Many Nigerians and a few Ghanaians were involved in the trafficking. It's still going on, but not as much as in the past. So we dealt with headlong. If you say kidnapping, arrest them, jail them, lock them up. Again, when I mention these things, even me, sometimes this tribe you're talking about, we say, is it because it's us? No, like I said, crime has no federal character. In Indonesia, we had 21 Nigerians on death row. We went to the Indonesia prison and we spoke to them and we begged them, and they said our law is our law. 4 were executed and they are still, and then 1 was saved through the intervention of Barrister Emmanuel, but they are still there. But you know what, when we went into that prison, I've said it before and I'll say it again, 21 of them, 20 were from one state in the southeast. 20. The other one was from Edo State. But at the same time, that does not mean you should generalize and say everybody in that state is a criminal. And the governor of that state has tackled the issue, even went on air and said, listen, if you do all these rituals and everything, is going to stop it. And they were attacking him. So really, it's about us as a people. If you're living there as a Nigerian and you see this happen, you have to call the person out. I particularly went, again in South Africa, I was with a guest of the authorities. We stayed in one particular place. We were there for 4 hours. And they said to me, you're going to see what will happen. And I saw what happened. I was embarrassed. But at the same time, those people have been arrested and they've been penalized. They were into drugs. I was embarrassed actually to see my brothers, come. I mean, I can't even describe the situation. So, and then when you say one ethnic group, there are also in Libya, we have many that are there. They want to come back home, but we've been telling them, stop going to Libya. What are you looking for? Don't tell me you don't know that once you get to Libya, you're going to be locked up. But they are still going. There are different ethnic groups. If you go to some streets in some parts of West Africa, you will see young girls being being dragged into prostitution. So these are issues we need to deal with. However, there are the very good stories. And here's the problem. It's only the bad stories that trend. What about those thousands of Nigerians that are developing those countries? What about those thousands of Nigerians that if they leave some countries today, it will affect them? Those are the stories we celebrate. However, in the media...
So there it is right there. You heard it from Abike Dabiri Arewa. She cited several countries, but all within the same theme. She did not want to say it frontally, but you all heard what she was saying. She went to Indonesia, where she found 21 Nigerians on death row. 21 Nigerians on death row. 20 out of those 21 Nigerians, one was from Edo State, the remaining 20 from Anambra. And that's where it is. See, the same experience she had in South Africa, this same set of people, Anambra, Imo, etc., they're the ones selling drugs there. The same thing in Ghana, the same thing in Kenya, the same thing in Malaysia, the same thing in India, the same all over the world. We all know it, but we recall from saying it. We have a Fulani problem in Nigeria in terms of banditry, but what darkens the name of that country the most? Our international bad reputation, a good 80% of it is attributable to one space. And we know that. There's nobody that is hearing me say it that doesn't know it. But we cannot say it because we don't want to be called names. But there it is right there. The facts speak for themselves. The facts speak for themselves. So Sanwo-Olu is about to go pardon me. Sanwo-Olu is about to go on a ruthless I don't care demolition spree in Lagos State. So we will hear a lot more from IPOB Ezekwesili and the rest of the gnashers of the teeth. Sanwo-Olu is about to go on a demolition spree in Lagos. Not me saying it, he said so himself. Watch this.
Gentlemen of the press, good afternoon, good evening. First, let me thank all of you for turning out in large number on this walking tour of our riverine area. You will recall that we've been on this journey for the past 4 or 5 hours now. We started from Inagbe by the border to Ilashe, and we went to Ibeshe, and went to Kare, and we've driven, both on the lagoon side and also on the Atlantic Ocean side. We've been able to see and appreciate first the challenges that people face in this area, but also to see the enormous opportunity that we'll also have on this corridor. Gentlemen of the press, you saw that we had to visit first the substation, the transmission line substation here at Ilashe, and it's interesting to also report that Messrs. Eco Disco were also with us on this journey, and from there we were able to see the step down, I think it's 30 MVA substation that is there, and you've also seen that we have powered the 11 kVA, from 133 to 30, from 132 to 33 and to 11. You've seen that everything. What is now remaining is really just the connection to the various houses and to the various homes and facilities that we have here. And Eco Disco, there was an official handover of the step-down transformers, to them. So we're bringing life back into this community. But more importantly, we're also bringing a lot of order, a lot of sanity, a lot of reprocessing and understanding how livelihood needs to be. This is a major tourism area. You've seen that within a kilometer apart, or 1.5 kilometer, we have both the Atlantic Ocean side and you have the lagoon side. So this whole stretch is a feature that we need to preserve. And so you also saw that we met with our traditional rulers. The KBCs also, all of them received us at one point in time or the other. So what we've seen is that there's also been a lot of disjointed building, going on. There's been a lot of abuse of the fiscal planning approval. There's been complete abuse on the lines that have been set. From the ocean, there are set lines that are known, that have been graded. You should not exceed, a certain building lines and the kind of things you also need to build. So these are all things that we've all seen. That's why we brought you up out here. And so what we're coming back to do with both fiscal planning, LAPCA, urban development, they will come and do full enumeration. We'll do a proper full, enumeration. We'll get as built, and we'll now be able to take a final decision. Final decision will be inclusive of how do we regularize, how do we give titles, how do we, ensure that also the locals are not disadvantaged, how do we settle everybody, how do we ensure that life now can begin to come fully back into this neighborhood, and how do we ensure that the tourism potential, more importantly, the tourism potential that this whole stretch have, how can government be a strong enabler, for that to happen and be able to, appreciate the opportunity and the potential that this place. And we also see that we have a lot of security personnel that are on ground. Maybe we still need to speak more with the Nigerian police so that they have proper representation. We have an area commander across the lagoon there, so maybe we need to also have, some other, boots on the ground on this side. And what kind of hospital facilities do we also need to provide for it? So it's a full eco, system that would, what kind of shopping facilities must have? Supermarkets, fire station, pharmacy, fuel station. It's a whole full, work-life experience that we believe that this trip has given us, has opened our eyes. And so what you're meant to you've seen.
Just in terms of tourism potentials in Lagos, is so underutilized. That Badagry Ekpa coastal road, where the thing just, the greenery just it fades into sandy white beaches and then flows into the lagoon. That people, that's what they built the whole of the Caribbean on, and they're just letting it waste in Lagos. But a lot of demolition will be going. And if they are doing their demolition, could they please roll one of their bulldozers over this guy in the next clip? So as Sanwo-Olu says about demolishing people's properties in Badagry or wherever it is that he wants to do his demolishing, could he please ensure that one of his bulldozers is rolled over this guy in the next clip?
My passport has only expired yet to expire next year, but I didn't fit because it's 10 years for me. I didn't fit to come and renew my passport. It's a 24-hour service. I renew my passport from this old one, and you can see they have to punch holes on it. So and I got a new one. Another 10 years. Passports renewal of the best country in the world. Nigeria is going to be best too, but right now, believe me, Canada is the best of the best country in the world. I love Canada. I love it.
So that's the Oluwafiwo, the Amogbo King right there. Let me just play you one more and then we get started. I've got several, but let me just play you. Oh, let me play you two more, actually. I'll play you three more. Let me play you, two of them are fairly short. So let me play you the short ones and I'll play you the longer one as the last one. So I'll play you this one. This is Wike responding to the prospects of Peter Obi coming back to the PDP. This is what he has to say. What this?
So what? Bringing Obi to where?
Obi to where? You want to kill the party the more?
You want love?
Obi that, I mean, you see, if somebody don't have characters, Obi, that was abusing the party, that the party is rotten, is this. So the party is good enough for you to come and run for, you see these people, ambition can make you even go to Satan's house.
Minister,
don't excuse me. Don't rush. You ask questions. So, Obi is not anybody who says so. Like Baba said, I heard him say. That is Baba's opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. But if you want to destroy the party, dare it. If you want to destroy this party, dare to bring Obi. Let even Obi come. There's nowhere he will go because of ambition. Can't we be principled? Because you're looking for president. Anybody that, if he has not available, this person costs me, this person costs me. So no more ideology.
So that's Wicked telling us right there that no chance in hell of Peter Obi coming back to the PDP. So now this next clip here. So the main protagonists are your former president Obasanjo and your former first lady Patience Jonathan. So I'm bringing you this clip because I don't like either of them, but I was a bit disappointed with how Obasanjo treated Patience Jonathan in this next clip. So I want you to watch it carefully and then tell me in the comment section why you feel that I may have been disappointed in how Obasanjo treated Patience Jonathan. So watch this clip and see if you can spot what disappoints me. Watch this. So that was Obasanjo right there at some Owambe presents the not so great and not so good of the Nigerian society, the not so great and the not so good. One of the not so great and not so good there, it was the first lady, former first lady Patience Jonathan right there. But what disappointed me was that Obasanjo choosing to dance, he should have had that dance with the first lady rather than some random society woman, just to acknowledge the hierarchy of that protocol. There was just Patience Jonathan right there, just looking around, not knowing quite what to do with herself, as the former president then picks a younger, better looking model. So I thought that was a bit off. I thought protocol was not observed there. But that was that. Let me land it on where we started. Simon Ekpa. Here is a guy talking us through the whole of that journey. Watch this.
Hello! Wetin bring me call this class now Simon Ekpa. They say they don't jail am for 6 years for Finland. He go spend 6 years for Finland. For this class, I go tell you everything. The news dey authentic. I went to different sites, read different stories about the arrest, the trial, everything. Now I want to tell you for this class. In case you dey doubt, make I show you. Before you go say I carry fake news, go to Google, put Simon Ekpa, go see say the news dey everywhere. Vanguard, Premium Times Nigeria, BBC, Punch, This Day, The Nation, The Cable, Daily Post, The Guardian, Channels, Wiley. This is a European news outlet. I went there too. Star Reporter, many others. Even Finnish website, I went there for this story where I want to knock you for this class. So if you are ready, sit down. Let's go into this news. The story of Simon Ekpa, the beginning. It was in 1985 in Southeast. A boy was born in Ebonyi State, Nigeria. His name, Simon Ekpa. He was a very fast young man, strong and talented. To the extent that in 2003, he represented Nigeria in athletics, in triple jump, long jump, and 100 meter. He even won a silver medal for Nigeria. But then, a knee injury ended his dream of going forward, and his career was over. The move. He left Nigeria, landed in Finland in 2007, and became their citizen. He started a family, joined politics, even won a seat in Lati Municipal Council. His life looked promising. His future looked respectable. But something else was brewing inside him. Okay? The shift. He founded a new cause, a new path, and followed it. What path? Biafra separatism. Became a disciple of Nnamdi Kanu. Spoke on Radio Biafra after Kanu's arrest in 2021. Everything they see for so they are coming from the combination of all the news outlets I just show you, plus the one in Finland. Okay? Spoke on Radio Biafra after Kanu's arrest in 2021. But soon, he broke away and formed his own fashion called Autopilot. The arrest. In December 2024, Finland authorities struck. The police arrested him. He was accused of terrorism, incitement, and tax fraud. 4 other suspects were arrested with him. Their charges were dropped. I'm talking about the 4 suspects. What about the case of Simon Ekpa? His own was too strong to drop. What make them not drop his own case? They thought say, according to the prosecutors, from 2021 to 2024, Ekpa called for sit-at-home protest in Nigeria. He urged followers on X, Twitter, to implement it. He pushed separatist propaganda. The court said, that is the Finnish court, they thought say he helped form armed groups, supply weapons, explosive, and armor. Use his influence to incite terrorism abroad, according to Finnish court. The trial, May to June 2025, May-June 2025, within 2 months, the court had 12 sessions. 3 judges tried him. All of them, with one voice, they found him guilty. Ekpa denied everything when they talked against him, but the evidence overwhelming when they showed them. Okay? The verdict. 1st of September 2025, today, the court delivered judgment. What did they talk? They talk say he will spend 6 years in prison in Finland. For what? For terrorism, incitement, tax fraud, and fake law practice. Make I tell you about this one. The twist. He had a law firm called Ekpa Owa. He claimed say he dey help immigrants. Claimed to be a lawyer. It was a claim that he is a lawyer. What did they find? They found say na lie. Say he no be lawyer. Who was the real lawyer? They say na his ex-wife, Miriam. Na him be lawyer at that time where they run the law firm. Because of that, the court said he violated the lawyer's act. For claiming you are a lawyer, you need the law firm. Maybe say now your wife, now be the lawyer. Say you violated the lawyer's act in Finland. The end or the beginning? Is it the end or the beginning to another thing? Was an athlete, then a politician, then a separatist leader, now a prisoner in Finland. 6 years behind bars, not in Nigeria, but far away Finland. The message from everything we just read. This story showed one thing. The internet is not lawless. What was posted, whatever you post, whatever you incite, can come back and hurt you, the poster. Okay? It can even come back to jail you. Another thing we must learn is the speed of this trial. Nigeria judiciary should learn from Finland how to hasty cases than letting them legal for ages. What do you think about this news? Say some Ekpa, they don't give us 6 years imprisonment for Finland. And so we see, if you go read down by yourself, I join everything together to tell you the story of Simon Ekpa. So now, you don't see so. What do you think? Drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Again, comment responsibly. If you call, say, in a craze, why you read this news? They don't pay you. You are working for Nigeria, Janjaweed, whatever. I will block you. Comment responsibly. As long as person matter enter
All right, that was the journey of Solomon Grundy, or that was the end of Solomon Grundy, otherwise known as Simon Ekpa. All right, I think that's enough. There's several more clips, but I think maybe you are fed up with the sound of my voice. The link is in the comment section. If anybody wants to come on. We play the care guides, and then we see what happens after that.
Only water, only water, where they see ma. Water,
only water, where they see ma.
Hapa o naido. Hapa you don't come o. Hapa o naido. Oro kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù yé o. Ilé sọ́dí àkẹ́kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Bobby master kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Chifu Wáìlà tí kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù dé. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù dòde ojàre o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ Ghana ti dé ẹgbẹ́ bọ́dì o. Ọmọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ẹyẹ o ó dìlé o. Odúyẹ̀lá ẹyẹ o ó dìlé o. Petrosonama ẹyẹ o ó dìlé o. Petrosodúnkẹ́ ẹyẹ rẹ̀ ó dìlé o. Ẹlẹ́kọ̀ ọ̀run mú ìní o. Àkùkọ ọ̀run méjìkọ. Ikú kò ní ríwà gbéṣe o.
And there it is right there. Ikuko Niru Agbeshe, may that have nothing to do with us. Joining us, Patrick Uche. So that's Patrick right there. Cleverest woman on the planet, Zita, of course, always. Smartest man on the planet, Baba, of course, always. And we have Jagaban, the president joins us as well, the Jagaban of Bagu. The Jagaban of Bagu, still plenty of spaces. Anybody wants to hop on. We start it off, or if only just to get it out of the way, we start it off with Patrick, and then we get to more serious conversations. So, Patrick, what's going on? Kedu? Patrick.
Yeah, how are you doing? Good morning
good.
From here.
Good morning to you.
What is the topic? About Simon Ekpa.
Yes, I'm on Ekpa. So at last, we don't have to worry about him anymore. I think Tinubu would have completed his 8 years before he gets out of prison. So that's the end of that right there, permanently.
No, Simon.
Are you disappointed? Sorry, let me ask you the question. Are you disappointed that they did not give him the capital punishment in Finland?
No, I'm not disappointed. I know. Maybe so. I don't know, but it's not a bad thing. He went to prison. You know, prison is not a bad thing. It's a correction center. The place you will go and correct your mistake in life, you know. Everybody can enter prison any day, anytime. Both to all those people in social media, YouTube, TikTok, you know. But you can do it today, going free, score free. Doesn't mean tomorrow you cannot enter there. Maybe you can enter there and correct your mistake in life, you know. So I was there before, you know. I noticed one thing in this life, you know. So it's not a bad thing. He was there now. So yeah, and I remember prison in Western world, as they give that now 6 years, maybe we stay there 3 years or 2.5 years, will come out. It's not like Nigeria. They will say 6 years, he will stay there complete 6 years. No. I remember that prison is not the same thing with Nigeria. You will watch TV, you will do your training, you will do anything you like, you will eat anything you want, as far as you have money. It's not like Nigeria. He will stay there with the lights, So it's not like Nigeria prison. So there's nothing a big thing, a big deal. Simon actually enter prison. No, when he come out, he will see.
Do you think the Finnish authorities were right to jail him?
Yeah, of course they were supposed to jail him because not support him, because sometimes he cannot on social media begin to talk on a matter of things about your people, about your country. I not support him because in my place, he caused most of problem in my place now. Simon Ekpa caused the problem, but he's not. But I not support him because of that attitude. He used that mentality. That's the way he used to fight the Biafra. Because sometimes I ask myself, if it's Ojuku fighting Biafra like this, maybe our family, our mother, our father cannot ball us from that time. They will kill up everybody. They will buy everybody before our time. So I'm not supporting him because of that viral thing. So but it's not a bad thing he enter prison. I wish him good luck. Maybe stay there. Maybe 2 years he'll come out. But
Do you think he will be deported once he comes out? And if he does get deported, do you anticipate that the Nigerian authorities will pick him up and charge him with further acts of criminality?
No, he cannot. No, wait, Europe is not like that too. He is a citizen of Finland now. All over the world. It is not.
Yeah, but that can be revoked. That can be
finish your sentence.
That can be revoked now. That
No,
No, they can revoke it. You know that citizen by naturalization comes with certain conditionalities. So they'll set conditions before they give you citizenship, and then if you flout those conditions, they can revoke that citizenship. And there's every possibility that they will revoke his Finnish citizenship and just deport him back to Nigeria for Tinubu to jail him even more.
No, government Finland is not a stupid. We finish that 3 years because I hope we will stay out 3 years or 2 years and they will never deport him because they will settle everything there. I know many people went to prison outside country after they finish. They still enter street. They still working. They still have the job. Not everybody will deport now. If Simon Ekpa not have problem with Nigeria government, they will deport him. But now have problem with Nigeria government, they will never deport him. They will leave him. So I remember not you, maybe you as one man never rejoice, because Simon Ekpa today enter prison. Tomorrow he will come out to be Nigeria president. Remember, 7 Nigeria leader today was there before him. After they become president. So Simon Ekpa, his case is not different. It's not a bad thing. Let him go and learn.
How can he be the Nigerian president when he's already the prime minister of a different country?
No, he's a prime minister is already. He's not a prime minister now.
What do you mean? Is the prime minister now? Is he not the prime minister of Biafra?
No, he's already had problem before. Another person now is a prime minister. It's not him again.
Oh, who's that? Is that Ngozi? Is it? Hold on. Who's the other person? Is it Ngozi Orabueze?
I think
Ngozi Orabueze.
I don't know them very well. I think it is a lady.
Yes, Ngozi Orabueze. That's her name.
Yeah. Maybe. So It's not a bad thing. Let him go and learn more about politics. I wish him very good luck. He will come very soon. You know, he's come very soon. Abasanjo was there before. Today, where is Abasanjo? So never rejoice. You know. I know. So another topic, please, man.
All right, brilliant. Do you want to speak to Goodluck Jonathan indicating that he wants to come back to be the Nigerian president? He's insisting that the constitution does not debar him.
For me, Goodluck is not interested by coming back. Maybe people can talk, you know, people can express their opinion about him. But for him, he know by himself he will never come. He will never come back again as a Nigeria president. Maybe you can support P2B coming back, you know. And the weaker say P2B can never come back to BDP. Wike is a G3 now. It's fear. It's catching him because if he
yeah, but Wike controls PDP now, but carry on.
No, Wike is not a PDP member now. One leg APC, one leg. He cannot take PDP member what then. He cannot say that. He's not the owner of PDP. He cannot say that. So see, by next month, Abi, if they get a new leader now, a new chairman of the PDP, they will sack Wike now. They just keep silent for him. Let them get another leader, you know, chairman of PDP. They will sack him. You cannot control who big people senior you. They tell you who is P2B, who let them bring Ghana, let them bring Ghana. As what? You know, P2B come back there, he will beat Tinubu. You know, you say, oh, you know, P2B have much better opportunity than Goodluck. Goodluck will never come back. Goodluck will never come back. Just
I'm not sure that
Goodluck.
I agree. I'm not sure that I agree with you on that. That P2B would be a better option for the PDP than Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan scored more votes than P2B now in his last political outing.
Let me tell you, and maybe in North, Goodluck who can do better, but in South, I don't think Goodluck can not do better because they would somebody a president completes 5 years of getting to CC, not do anything in Southeast. Yeah, he expecting me to come and vote for you again. Who does that? Maybe he can do better in North, not South. You know, Goodluck cannot do better than P2B.
I'm not sure about that. I'm just checking the results from 2015. So P2B got 6 million votes, didn't he? And I'm pretty sure that Goodluck Jonathan got about 15 million votes. Yes.
Yeah, Goodluck is a president now. It's supposed to go more than that. P2B is not a president. Remember, P2B doesn't have any senate, any governor, any house of rep.
Is a test of popularity now.
He got 6 point something million votes. It cannot use him compare a sitting president have everything, but still he lose the election. So I remember that time P2B was there. He will use all those friends, all P2B, all those people, governors, got that vote. Goodluck cannot do better now. He cannot perform anything. He know that one now. You know that one.
But the data tells us differently. Let's see. Yes, Goodluck Jonathan got 13 million votes, and P2B got 6 million votes. So it's almost 3 times as much. Well, at least twice as many votes as P2B. So that's what he's bringing.
You don't understand what I say. As a sitting president, he's supposed to go more than that now. You have everything. You have military, you have ANEC, you have all those local government, governor, senators, have rep, house of assembly. What can you go? You can go that now. But it's still lost. P2B don't have anything, don't have anybody. Only youth support him. They still gossip on something. Remember, P2B got more than 10 million votes that election. If you don't know, P2B got more than 10 million votes.
Is that according to Radio Biafra?
Not Radio Biafra. I tell you the reality. If all those Nigeria government and Nigeria politicians can say the truth one day after Tinubu stepped down, finish his tenure, if you can tell him, he can write book now, he can tell who win that, but he cannot do that. He know P2B won that election because of Tinubu, because of Buhari inference, military, all those things. They rigged that election. He know. If he said Wike is now G3 doing this, Wike know P2B won River State. He divide that election. He seized all everything. Almost 3 hours, almost 24 hours after voting. You not see it. Wike seized everything in River State. P2B beat them. Now that's what Wike do. Make Tinubu give her that this minister this appointee in Abuja. Now that's he changed that result. Everybody know P2B won that election because P2B don't have anybody, not have military, not have police, not have a senator. So don't worry if they can tell the truth one day after he stepped down, he finished his tenure. He can write book, tell the truth as Babangida write book. You know, you can say the truth one day. After you finish already, nobody can come and collect your presidency for a hand again. Then Nigeria politics they will never do that. They will carry that sin die. They will never confess one day. P2B won that election. Everybody know that one. In Plateau, this time, those Plateau won massively. They divide that vote. In Benue, P2B won that Benue. If you don't know, they give her Tinubu.
Otto, how are you concluding that?
I see the result now. I was here counting result. The result they come and they can't. After they can't, they carry and go local government. I saw everything. If you say let go, they counting. After they count almost 1.something million votes, they give her 500.
Peter B won Benue.
He won Benue. Go and check your INEC this thing now, INEC server. You will see everything now. Go and verify. If you say for all those former governor for Kaduna State,
I've got the results now. In Benue, Tinubu scored 40.3.
That's why the result INEC call for us. I go INEC server, we see everything.
What about Anambra? Did Tinubu win Anambra?
How can Tinubu win Anambra State?
But it was rigged now.
No, nobody rigged. Let me tell you one thing you guys never know. 2027, if P2B come out again, you see that's all those southeast, south, we will still beat Tinubu. No matter any governor defending them doing this, they will still P2B will beat them again in that region.
By over 95% of the votes.
Like I will tell you now, nobody can give vote for APC in that region.
I wonder if that's a record actually in Nigeria. That somebody will score 95% of the votes.
You don't know. Actually, let me tell you, my people. Let me tell you.
Do you think that's a record?
Yes. I'm from Anambra State. You see, campaign is not vote too. Tinubu can come to Anambra State, come and campaign, and you see crowd, more crowd. Most of people come there, come and find something they will eat that period. Some people come there, come and look for money. Some people come there, come and say, let me see.
You know, people find this shocking. Actually, I've got the results of the 20 because we talk about it all the time. But when you look at it in raw data, it makes for an alarming reading. How is it possible for somebody to score? It says 93.91%, so that's 94%. How can somebody score 94% of? even Idi Amin, when he was the president of Uganda, he left a little bit of room for credibility. How can somebody score 94% of a vote in a? Does that mean that they see no value in anybody else? 94%. This is a Nugun state. In Anambra State, it's called 95 point something. How is that possible? So that one is not rigged, Abby. Those ones are not rigged.
No. See what happened there now. You see that 2023 election. You know, so that Southeast, P2B not have any governor, no backup. You know, see what's happening. Youth come out. They're supposed to read that election, but youth come out. That's a local government, any center, they want to carry that balloon board, bus.
So you don't consider that hold on. You don't consider that's rigging. 95%, 94%.
It's not rigging. You don't have a governor now.
It's the will of the people.
Yes,
so in a space that somebody scored nearly 100% of the vote, it's not rigging. But in spaces that are keenly contested, it is.
Wait. You know the internet. You know what's that
where is the logical consistency?
Let me tell you the logical now. The logical is Solu do not support P2B. Are you forget? If you want to read that election, Solu is supposed to read that election, but youth said no. In that polling unit, you see everybody come there. After they take the result, they follow them. You do not give them any chance to change that result. They're supposed to change the result, but you said no. We can't that result. After they follow them, go local government. From local government to Oka.
Did you know that? And we played the clips here. Did you know that there was a lot of underage voting in the Southeast during that election? We played the clips here. I can get to the clips again. And there was a lot of bullying and intimidation. A lot. We played the clips here. And there was a lot of people actually being forced. We saw a group of a bunch of elderly women being forced to vote in one day. It was one of the worst. They should have cancelled the election in most of the southeastern states. It was just. It was a bastardization of democracy.
It's not true. It's not true. Underage vote in a southeast is not true, because when I say it's not true, is I'm from southeast, where voters card now, say register voters card, you cannot register if you not reach 18 years. Southeast people can never allow you to go out register. When people say of that age, I wonder, is it on the same Southeast I lived almost 30-something years? When I was small, I went to register. I said, no, I never reached. I went back till I reached 20-something years. No, you cannot see that thing in Southeast. Anybody when they tell you of that age, now lie. Who give her that voter's card? Who registered that he or her? Make it now stop that. Southeast is not a north. It can do that. So remove that one apart. Any other age is so dear. Is maybe it's a nation. It's not other age. Maybe it's a nation. It cannot. I never see a boy 17 years go and register in Southeast. I never see it. That make it today. Can come and see Southeast not have a voter. You can not have a vote something and something and that, because they're not registered on that age.
Sorry, Patrick. If anybody has the clips of those, do you remember those young girls that were caught with voters' cards in the Southeast? If you have the clip, send it to me via my Instagram handle. Let me send my Instagram. We played the clips endlessly during the elections.
All those people you see, that's all just na propaganda. Everybody vote in Southeast have picture.
Something that was
have your picture, have everything before you vote.
Something that was caught red-handed. Video clips everywhere.
That is APC propaganda. Yes, maybe they will give some people voters cards, take them picture. Hey, or the age they vote. Now lie. You cannot do it in Southeast. They will never
All
allow
right.
you to vote, man. I think there's
Really?
one woman here. There's one woman here is from Imo State. You can never do that in Southeast. You cannot vote without you reach him 18 years, 18, 19, 20 years. You cannot have a voter's card self. Talk less of go and vote. Maybe they give all those children voter's card, take the picture. They use propaganda.
All right. Okay, I'm sure you're right. Yeah, is there anything else that caught your attention in the news before I move it around a bit?
I don't know I just tell me.
Well, we don't have that. I think you've covered pretty much what we're talking about. We're talking about El Rufai. We're talking about Wike telling us that Obi is not welcome in the PDP. We're talking about the main headline, of course, Simon Ekpa. You know, he was actually crying in the court as they sent as they sentenced him, and then good luck, Jonathan, telling us that virtually that he's coming back into politics.
I touch everything, but Simon, I will tell him not let him not cry, because when there now we see now lesson, it's not a person dead, a very soon will come out. It's not a bad thing. Somebody went to prison in Nigeria. It's a bad thing, but in Western world, it's not a bad thing. It's a correction center where you correct your mistake in life. The way you come out in word, you will begin to change. You see you will see changes. When you come out now, you see change in him. So another thing in 2027, 2027 is coming. I will divide. I give our president, Tinubu, a piece of advice. If you anything you need as in Asorok now, let him gather everything he wants in Asorok, because I wish him good luck. 2027, he will never come back as a president again. No, so support P2B. 2027, P2B is going Asorok, and follow him go Asorok, and that country Nigeria will change. Where you a leader know what a leader have capacity, unify, take control in that country. We see everywhere be peacefully. There's nothing like insecurity in Nigeria again. Everybody will come together, eat together, pray together. But for now, in Nigeria, everything is not working. Our economy, zero, no pumping water, no running water, no electricity, insecurity everywhere. Let that president gather everything he wants in Asorok, pack and go 2027. Peter is coming.
All right, brilliant. Did you know that just yes or no is the answer to this one, so I can move it around? Did you know that there's a restaurant called Asorok in Oka? Did you know there's a restaurant called Asorok in Oka?
I never go to Oka before. Let me tell you, I never went there before, but I have one investment there. I never go there before. Anambra is big. If you don't know.
All right. So when you say Peter Obi is going to Asorok, I wonder if it's that restaurant in Oka.
I don't know. I don't know that.
He can go to that restaurant. He's always welcome, so long as he has his money. All right, thank you, Patrick. Stay with us, Patrick. We go from Patrick. We move. We'll come to Baba in a moment, but we go via Jagaban, who was with me all the way through, just from the get-go. Jagaban, are you there? The Jagaban of Bogu, Mr. President. All right, we don't appear to have Jagaban. I think he fell asleep with me just whittling on. All right, Baba, to you then. We're talking about Simon Ekpa.
Check with Ogumba. Is it there?
Who's that?
Batu Ogumba. I think.
Yeah. You mean to say Koko? Okay, yes, I get you. All right, Batu, did you want to speak to Simon Ekpa getting his just dues? It's going to be if you are looking for him, just go to the prison in Finland, so we know where he will be for the next 6 years, eating baked beans and picking up the soap. Do you know what it means when they say pick up the soap in a prison? Battle, unmute.
One man can go to another person and driving. I will get back to you.
Oh, all right. All right. So whoever is ready, then.
Okay, I'm ready though. If AI is there, if it's not ready, I think I will go.
Who is ready?
Yeah, everybody is ready. You are ready today on time. Zita is.
Okay, I will come after him.
All right. So Baba, floor is yours then. Simon Ekpa. That's where we're starting off. Good luck, Jonathan, virtually indicating that he's in the race. So there's that. And then Wike telling us will be not welcome in PDP, and the government telling us that the abundance of their projects is actually in the northwest to counterweight that Yoruba bias that is starting to take root. Baba, floor is yours.
Yes, thank you, one man. So much to unpack. Let me welcome formally the people of the commentariats. Favorites are back today. Ayo, the joy of the platform, and Oga will not get boss there. I think the usual daily dose of Alupim Pim, former Michael, they are all there. Except we've not seen AB today. I saw Adam a couple of minutes ago. So you're all welcome. And fellow panelists, I salute you too. And esteemed viewers, have you clicked the like button? And for the eavesdropper, please do click the like button, most importantly. And whilst at it, don't forget to share, possibly, and subscribe also. And lest I forget, Dr. Chief Engineer Nwankwo, please, if you are around, show up so that we can have some discussion. Yes, woman. I think the Simon Ekpa thing, it's not much to say. We all saw it coming, except those that are deluded. Let me just put it blank pointedly, because
is it sorry, Baba? Is it an indictment on the Nigerian system that they caught this guy, gathered their whatnot, presented him in court, and jailed him all within an 18-month period? In Andikano, 5 years and running, we don't know where that's going.
Well, first, I don't think so. I think it's a problem of the system we are running. We run the English law. I don't think that's what the Scandinavians do there. If I can term Finland to be part of the Scandinavian countries, because it would be unfair to say, well, they have a speedy time there. Within 18 months, they started and they concluded everything. In our own climate, I mean, the lawyers are to blame. The judges also are to blame. Take, for instance, the judges have been on vacation since July and will not be back until September. So it's an inauspicious time. And when you have our lawyers, particularly the senior advocates, a lot of things they know how to slow down court activities or procedure. It's part of the armory. It's in their arsenal to use. So the delay, and don't forget a judge recusing herself and then returning the file back to the Chief Justice. It's just going through the gamut. It takes time. The English law, I mean, is not something that is on express judicial road. So it's our system generally. So we just kind of live with it. In other climes, I mean, in England, I mean, it's not too dissimilar, even more so in America. So I don't think it's this thing, whoever, because if Nnamdi Kanu wants to expedite action on his case, he will ask his lawyers to stop all those actions that will slow down the process. We always believe that the longer we stretch the legal processes, the better for the accused person in the dock. But does it work? I'm not a lawyer. So for his case, I think generally we also it coming, but there are implications. The implication now is that it's a bad result that will affect Nnamdi Kanu's case one way or the other, because Finland has done their job. Don't forget, this case started at the instance of the federal government. In fact, they really wanted him extradited to Nigeria, but of course he's carrying a Finnish passport, and ordinarily they wouldn't have maybe acceded to the federal government's request. But I think there is something the government of Finland wants from Nigeria itself. Remember, about a year ago, the foreign minister, the lady of Finland, came here, and she was being accused by the government of the government of Finland not addressing their request for the extradition of Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria. It was at that point, actually, when the lady got back to Finland, that they arrested Ekpa. So there is something, I don't know what they traded for it. And that's the implication now, is that they've done their own part for one half of the IPOB insurgency. And then, of course, the Kanu is the other part of the Hydra. And they will slam him, definitely. They will slam Nnamdi Kanu, just to prove a point that.
Do you think I think you are answering the question anyway. Do you think the conviction of Simon Ekpa makes it more difficult for the government to release Nnamdi Kanu?
Yeah, it makes it very difficult, because other countries are watching. You understand? Like the case of the Orabueze woman now. I mean, she should be very, very careful. She should be very, very careful, because they are just not about. It's not about terrorism. There is a financial angle to the accusation and things like that. So they will be tracing all these monies all over the place. So she has to be very, very careful. And America doesn't play when it comes to issues like this, because they know if you don't nip it in the bud, it will expand. It will grow out of proportion, and it will be difficult or very costly to address later. So there is that implication. Nnamdi Kanu's case has taken a turn for the worse, whether we want to believe it or not, because the government will not play in the sense that other nations, if they allow Nnamdi Kanu to go scot-free, which is impossible, the evidence are weighted against him on audio, on video, and in actions and inaction and things like that. We cannot make requests again for any other person, be it in the act of terrorism, to be extradited back to Nigeria. What the one you have in your custody, what did you do with it? So that's the question they will be asking. So you don't need to bother anybody. So that's much I can say about this Ekpa thing. But let's quickly go to this distribution of projects. I think I don't know what they not want, because it is becoming irritating for people like me generally, because relentlessly they just like a target. They come up with one thing, it's not working. They come up with another one. Now it's about projects. What project? The projects are going on. Everybody can see. People are debunking them. They've become a nuisance. As far as I'm concerned, the political elites of the North have become a nuisance. Nuisance in the sense that once they say one thing, if Muslim ticket, they debunk that, they jump to another story. Now they've ended up with this project thing. The projects are bound, and they are even ordinarily Abuja has 4 entries from Maiduguri side, from Kaduna, from Lokoja side, and one other place. All those roads, some of them they are using concrete. the type they are using at for the Lagos coastal road, concrete. I know how expensive that is. Even the Mafara, I mean, the one from Sokoto to Badagry, they've covered more kilometers. I went through that shot. Excuse me. They covered more kilometers than the coastal road. By the end of September, I think that will have gone about 300 kilometers, while the Lagos State one will still be a little bit under 100 meters out of Lagos entirely. So everything is being done for them. The other day, I watched a party went through the Kaduna, Abuja Kaduna road, which Kwankwaso came out to say it's not safe, the road is not good, so many potholes and stuff like that. But we all saw the road 3 days ago or so. We all saw the road. So why are they doing this? Just because a man who has 4-year term, 2 years halfway into it, they didn't even wait 2 years into it. They want him out arrogantly. They are not even hiding it. They are not being diplomatic about it. They will say, we want him out. We want him out. Who gave you that audacity? Who gave you that power? You want a man out. Unfortunately, their lynch man, El Rufai, shot himself on the foot several times yesterday, because I watched that clip again. First, when they asked him about those who are asking that they will only serve one term, you know what he said? He said, how can you, what meaningful impact can you do in 4 years? That in fact, a governor needs at least about 8 years to be able to impact meaningfully on the states. And I say, really? So if you know that a government needs about 2 terms to make impact, so why are you hassling Tinubu to go away just 2 years? Why? And nobody asked him that. Chinua Kibale didn't ask him that question, or did he? I can't really remember. You are giving leeway for people and saying you need 8 years. So those people that are promising one term should forget about it, that nobody believes them anyway. So these are the things they are not even thinking in their anger, in their vexation, in the bile that is building up in them, in their hatred for a certain man whom they all think they are better than, or they know much more than. The man is clicking all the boxes, ticking all the boxes, and is, in my own reckoning, it's doing very, very well. Doing very, very well. You asked it, I think jointly, or you put the question better than myself yesterday. And I said, look, if I were the Tinubu and they hassle me and I won that 2027 election, by 2031, I'll pay them in their own coin by making sure a Southerner takes over from me. And let's see what will happen. And I tell you, heaven will not fall. Heaven will not fall.
It's about time we tested this northern something. We live in fear of their preponderance towards violence.
Yeah.
But that fear that we have of their violence, the fact that we fear it has not stopped it. They continue in small. They are continuously vesting violence upon us, and we move and we shift, but they keep on pressing and pressing. Maybe it's time we had one big blowout with these people, and then we know where we all stand. If they are going to come in, bring their people from the Sahels and overrun us and then conquer us, then we know we live in servitude of them. Or if we're going to break, it has to stop now, because is always that undercurrent of violence that laces their public commentaries. So let's test it. Let's test it
I
once.
think they still live in that military era in their head, and they think people are still in fear to say, oh, our boys in the military will come up. Obasanjo have decimated their power, their hold on the military. They don't have that kind of power anymore. And Tinubu will decentralize the military bases more, because the financial aspect of it, he has done it. and they cry wolf, cry blue mother. He didn't change his mind, because the way I look at it, Tinubu is ready to take down these Fulanis. He wants to take them down, because you can see he's not talking, but every day he's actioning it. And they are the ones rather that are living in fear of him, because they know he's going to reform this country. He started with tax issue. He's done a couple of things. Nobody, only him can do these things. Only him.
Do you think they will do you think the Abiola option is on the table for them? You know, that they will just yamo to him or something. Do you think they will go that far?
Well, if they fail, then if they want to do that, if they want to go to that route, please, they should just succeed. Because if they fail, they will pay for it.
Baba, I have a question for you, sir.
Yes, Doc.
So based on what one man just said about their thirst and quest for power, they can't stay too long from the center, right? Because they feed off. They're like viruses. They feed off the center. So in 2031, having that at the back of your mind, what do you think Tinubu should do with transition to power to the north? Do you think he should look away or look towards the outsiders or different tribe and prevent the Fulanis from taking over from him? Because I believe they might want to revert most of his policies. If they could, they would try. So do you think that he is trying to just look towards a different direction, Canaries maybe? Or do you think that there's somebody within that space that he trusts enough that will continue his policies in 31?
Yes, thanks, Doc. Ogati Ologa, I don't hail you now. You're not here, or you go take something inside fridge. I don't hail you, Oga. You see, like we just said, Tinubu to me, he is, I think, in this Fourth Republic, he is the only person that planned to be the president of this country. There are so many clips one man has even played here where he talk about ruling this country. He planned it, and I don't know where he got that patience. He patiently waited, bided his time, and when the opportunity came, finally, against all odds, he grabbed it. And he's already unraveling, as if he has a list somewhere. He's just looking, like, okay, this is the next thing, this is the next, this is the next. So he's being a product of the system himself. So he's doing, but I think he has this thing for the Fulanis, the political ones particularly, because if you look at the power of the Fulanis, all the emirs up to Kwara, they are all Fulanis. It's only in the northeast, the Borno axis, that you don't find Fulanis occupying the traditional throne there. And most of them, preponderance of them, the emirs scattered all over north, central, east, and northwest. They've all served in the army before. They've all served in the army before. And by extension, they left their children there. And Tinubu is nobody's fool. And I think if we think it here, there is no guarantee that Tinubu will hand over to the North. There is no guarantee. Because it's high time we tested the might. Because one thing Tinubu has succeeded in this 2027 coming election cycle, he has made the fight the North versus South, South versus North. That's where we stand as of today. It's no more party issue. It's about regional issue, the South and North, because they are saying North, and they fell into that trap with their eyes wide open. They try, people like Galadima try to walk back on that, but it's not working because they've now told us they want power. because this thing, by understanding, is supposed to be 8 years rotational, even though it's not written. And here you are, when Buhari was there, the year of the 8 years of locusts, nobody contested against him. It was the North to North that contested in 2019. Nobody did. Nobody from South of notes came out. So why do you want to now contest in 2027? Why? So if Atiku contests 2027, then Tinubu has a right to hand over power to another Southerner, and heaven will not fall. Heaven will not fall. Nothing will happen.
Okay, so, sir, what if Tinubu presents David Umahi and says, guys, this is killing best with words, two best with words, though. You get your Igbo presidency, like, okay, here you go. Then he forces the hand of the East on this one. But if you can buy the support of the North Central, then you have something here. Bye-bye.
Yes, because the North Central, for instance, look, this Tinubu government has, will I call it, okay, let me say administrative misfortune of having this geopolitical thing. Because it's like the Southwest is having like 7.5 states. Because all ministers from Kwara and all ministers from Kogi, they bear Yoruba name. So ordinarily, if you look at a list and you see a Yoruba name, you say, this has Southwest. What is it? But some of these people are from Kwara and Okun side of Kogi State. And it is you people that regionalize.
Kwara is Yoruba land now, Baba. Let's be Kwara is Yoruba land now.
But we have 6 geopolitical zones. One man. This is the problem. This is the burden of Tinubu's government. They are the one. It was Papa Ekweme that brought about this 6 geopolitical zone, though it's not in the constitution. But Ekweme started it, and the PDP government bought into it. So they divided it: north, central, northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast, south. Each are supposed to be 6 states. I think northwest has 7. Shortchanging southeast that has 5. That's why they are craving for enormous states. Because all zones have 6, but northwest has 7.
That's a new narrative, Baba. It seems to be getting some sort of momentum. It keeps recording.
Can convince the Asaba of Asaba, you understand, then they will coast home for free. Because what the Asaba of Asaba is asking is that, what's in there for us? So if they can convince them to say, okay, already they've considered capital of Anioma to Asaba. And if they can add some other things, and the people side from the Oshemili side and all the rest, they bought into the project, they are good to go, because rightfully, South is supposed to have their own 6 states too in that region for balance.
Is Asaba Igbo, are they indigenous? Are they Igbo indigenous in Asaba?
Well, during the war, they were classified as Ika Igbo. Ika Igbo, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. If you ask me, I'm an outsider. I don't see them as Igbos. But at times, if you ask an Asaba person, they will admit that they're Igbos. Some of them will say, no, we are not Igbo.
I'm saying to get the state now, if they keep pushing this, because like in Ogun now, we have Ogun people. So we don't say everybody in Ogun State is Yoruba. There's also Ogun. So I think the issue is that you can get the state, but don't think that everybody has to be Igbo to get the state. You can still have other minority tribes within that state. So I think
I know. Actually, like I said,
but what's the predominant ethnicity in Asaba?
That's the question.
I think the Oshimili people,
which is non-Igbo.
which is non-Igbo. That's the Kwale
All
people
right.
and all the rest. Your
Then they will
Gwashipu
find it
and
very difficult to co-opt them then too.
they
Because
are not. But if the Igbo
if they
speak,
make,
they hear.
but if they make a Neoma the sixth southeastern Igbo state, they very those that are will very quickly be consumed by you know they will consume it rapidly. You know.
Yes. So this problem of these northern people complaining, they forget that, look, even if the projects, for instance, the other day we were discussing about Lagos Airport, and I was not enthusiastic, as if I knew that these are the things that they want to use. But they forget that all the projects that are in the south and other places outside of the north, they are revenue yielding projects. They are revenue yielding projects for the country. Take, for instance, the coastal way, the coastal road will be tolled, and only God knows the amount of money, revenue that will be accruing to the federal purse if that road is completed. Not to even talk about the Lagos airport. Presently, the yearly passenger ton this thing for Lagos, that Muritala is 6.5 million annually. 6.5 with Sanwo-Olu's drive now to make Lagos a tourism hub, which has started with 30 December gaining track last December. If that works out and we have a bigger airport, functional, automated airport, the revenue will increase with about 20 million people coming to that, using that airport in a year. We will have more revenue. And when we have more revenue, who even takes part of this revenue? As of today, last year alone, for instance, the federal government from VAT made 2.7 trillion. 2.7 trillion the federal government made. And out of that, Lagos State alone contributed 54% of that 2.7 trillion. Over half came from Lagos State. And how much did Lagos State share? Only 16%. Only 16%. Lagos State got 460 billion, which is 16% of the totality. A state that contributes. And you know, if you check Oyo too, Oyo will have contributed more. But Zamfara came in with, let's say, 1,000 of VAT, 1,000 naira. Do you know how much they collected, Zamfara? They collected 5,000. 5,000 Zamfara collected. A state that brought in only 1,000 naira. They got 4 times more to 5 times more. How much they contributed. So the more you invest in those states that are revenue yielding, in yet revenue yielding projects, the more the state coffers will be rich. And you people up north that are, I won't say you are idle or non-productive, but you don't have the capacity, you will be earning more money.
Baba, I'll forwarded this. I'm not sure if I forwarded it to you already, but this is the breakdown of you know, in response to all of that southwestern bias that the northerners have been trying to leverage. So they came out with this. It says President Tinubu's infrastructural projects for every geopolitical zone. Lagos gets a huge chunk, actually, a huge chunk. You know, the south, the northwest gets the most, but Lagos as a standalone entity gets
You see
more
why
than
that
anyone else.
Lagos is higher, I think 600 or so. It's because of the coastal. They forget that our coastal is about 8 states. 8 states, but they put it everything on the head of Southwest. And then the $400 million of the Lagos airport, which they've not even started, is recorded in that chart. You understand my point? But the point is it, even if it's true, is it worth it? That's the first question you ask. Is it worth it? What's in there for us? What's in there for us? Those are the crucial questions. And the answer is they are revenue yielding projects. They are revenue yielding projects. And you are enjoying it. The returns from those projects. So it's not something wasted. This is the reality they have to face, because most of this thing goes into their pockets before directly, and they don't treat their people well. They think that is the same thing that is happening now, but they don't know that we as visibly see. We saw the Lagos road, but they forget also that the Sokoto Badagry one is even taking place in an accelerated form than even the Lagos Coastal Highway, though the terrain is different. That I can understand. But these are the things, because when I watch, do you know, even El Rufai was complaining yesterday that they are now importing food. They are neglecting our farmers. When you guys did not allow the farmers to go to farm and work, wouldn't we import for people who are seeing a being power so that they can eat? Even that, they are complaining that Tinubu is now importing food. Why wouldn't he import food? You think Lagos State did that rice mill for nothing? They didn't do it for nothing. They are the one importing raw rice, polishing it, turn it into parboil, and bagging it and selling it. That's why rice is cheaper now. Apart from the little smuggling that's coming from Cotonou ports. You want the man to just fold his hand idle? He gave them so much time. Even gave them free fertilizers. When he came early, his first 6 months in power. It's now that Bago is following him up and down, and Bago is doing well for his state. Bago is doing well for Niger State. Most of those imported tractors, they left them in Niger State.
Baba, please, are we forgetting the Regional Development Commission?
They did the commissions. The commissions are there. They are all regional commissions, and they gave them 25 billion startup. Each of the 6 geopolitical development commissions were given 25. Even there is a business attached to that of even the Southeast. I don't know whether they're giving them that money. We know those, and all of them now have their board of directors functioning just in the mold of the NDDC. That's another point of it. And you know, of late now, even though I don't support it, but well, I know there is danger of Tinubu's thief following the track of saving money. They are now coming up, not the free cash they count in the marketplace, and they start giving just free as freebies. Now they are using card, ATM card. Each card is 75,000 naira. So if you are qualified, you have to have your
we mentioned that yesterday. Yes, it's a good initiative. You know. Sorry, Papa. When Buhari initiated that social intervention, sort of benefit system, like a gyro system. They call it a gyro system here. When he initiated it under Sadiya Farouk, then it's a good idea. But she was carrying cash and handing it over to Anonymous, according to her. And even Tinubu was critical of that there has to be a digital auditable footprint of these monies. So it only takes a directive for the government to say, registers everybody with a basic digitalized wallet that these monies can be parachuted into. And this woman, Sadiya Farouk, she was claiming, you know, she's actually married to the former chief of naval staff. Between the two of them,
chief of air staff.
Is it chief of air? See, they stole Nigeria. Oh God, that Buhari administration, man. Every member of it should be shot. Sorry, carry on,
because
Baba.
It's
When you think of
so
Buhari,
you have to have your NIN, even though we've not done the census. So at least they will have a record of those they hand it out to. So when they start handing it out, 75,000. And you know, all POS are now.
So it's a form of okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry to interject.
So you if you are qualified, they check you, put in you, because you have to have an NIN. Your first thing for qualification, you have to have your NIN. That means you have an account, but they give you the card, then you have to activate the card. Just like the gyro thing, you activate the card, then you use it to maybe go to POS, and the POS now, they are going to be geographically tagged. So if you have it as on one, you register it on one man street, for instance. If you go half a kilometer out of one man street, the POS will not work. Will not work. So you have to remain there. So they can tag and follow up as much as possible. But then my joy there is, okay, fine. In 2026, when they started handing out these freebies, even though I don't like it, I want the census first before this thing, because I want that money, that card, to get to those who actually needs the help. So that's an election buster for me, as far as I'm concerned. It's an election buster because it's going, everybody's going to have it, and everybody's going to register to qualify. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. That's why a lot of people have given up on contending for the 2027 election, because they know definitely that, I mean, on what ground? Where is the funds? Tinubu has cornered all the rich states. Is it Rivers? Is it Delta? Is it Lagos? Only Bayelsa has not come on board. And if Jonathan is not contesting, of course, Bayelsa will follow. So where is the money? Is it Bala Mohammed in Bauchi that can throw 10 billion down for a presidential candidate? It's not possible. So every area covered. That's why a lot of people have given up. Like we're saying, one man said it back 3-4 months. I took it with a pinch of salt. You understand? But now I'm seeing why one man was saying that even the way it's looking, Obi may not contest in 2027. Because looking at El Rufai body language yesterday, those small elections that are taking place in the last
Did you see how we slammed Peter Obi for that for one time something? I don't think we
he was very vehement about it. Nobody believes you. Stop saying that.
Baba, I don't think we'll hear Obi ever mention that again. That he only needs
no,
he won't mention because it's too ridiculous. Even as ridiculous as Obi is the most ludicrous thing yet he's ever said. Just don't be stupid now.
One man, if the Tinubu campaign is very smart, that clip needs to be used over and over.
You will see because
how can you say 4 years is not enough? You need 8 years, then you're going against Tinubu. So what's the point? You're going to do it yourself. So that
I was shocked. BT, I was shocked when you said that.
It said 4 years was not enough. Who said 4 years was not? Oh, you mean Yeah, all right. And he's criticizing Tinubu for 8 years that he has not turned Nigeria to Dubai in 2 years.
Yeah, so no, because he said we are all former governors. And we all know that it takes about 8 years for you to see a meaningful change with your policies. So I'm like, wait a minute, this guy. But Baba, why didn't the interviewer kind of follow back and ask him like a follow-up question to that? Like,
all of them now, they are all they have their political leanings now, and that's what is annoying me, because they don't have patronage like it used to be before. They use the guild of editors and a lot of association of newspaper owners, of television owners. They made a lot of money from Jonathan's time.
But BT as well. Or anybody else, everybody. There's something within me that still keeps on telling me that El Rufai is a 3-dimensional play by Tinubu. I still have that sense that El Rufai is a mole and a 3-dimensional chess play by Tinubu.
People are saying that.
Yes.
Look, for the sake of the Ongo Okoro, you don't know what is happening. Look, you know, BT, when Tinubu is always boasting that he's going to have a 1 trillion economy, people don't believe him. They calculated that, okay, with a growth of so percentage every year on our annual GDP cannot grow beyond that. But they forget at a point in time during the Civil War years, our economy grew almost 30% because the gas is in the east, in Imo, particularly in Abia. They have gas. And NNPC with Nigerian Gas Company, LPG company, they are building more vessels. Do they know that a month ago, Iyaloja Kekere went to christen a vessel, an LPG vessel in Japan? She was there when the father was there. A lot of people don't know what is going on. The gas resources is part of the deal that is going on. Why do you think Onwa started paying 104 minimum wage? Why do you think Unfru in Ebonyi he started paying 90,000 minimum wage? The gas is coming. They're buying vessels. The latest vessel that I think will make it about 4 or 5, wholly owned by the NNPC, is named Iyaloja. Gas carrying vessel Iyaloja. So the money is coming. The money is going to roll in 26, 27. That's why you think the governors are crazy to give that money, and the spirit of competition that is in Nigeria will make other governors start. I know Lagos State may leave their own till January because Lagos State pays 13 months salary for December as bonus. So that may delay Lagos State coming. But you can imagine if Lagos State come and say, we are paying minimum wage 120. Other states will follow. That's the South too, because the North have not even catch up with the 70. So what they are doing with their money, I do not know. Because they are still paying 12,000 for cleaners. They are not seeing that. They are not saying that. Nobody has deprived them of their FAC allocation, ecological funds allocation, or VAT allocation. Nobody has denied them anything. Yet they say they are having malnutrition. Now today with the Sikwa Shoko.
Baba, before you round up, I need to ask you this question because I know maybe on a moment I've not covered it on the show yet. There's this thing coming up in 27 that nobody's paying attention to in Ogun East. You know the current senator there is Benga Daniel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Dakpabedi wants to retire to the Senate. So all this destroying his wife's property, hotels, and everything is because he wants him out. Because they are in the
That's
same
a bad taste, child, BT.
Hey.
That's not nice.
So how do you think this one plays out? Because it's APC versus ABC, and there shouldn't be any primaries. Somebody has to step down. That's what. That's
that will beat that bring Daniels any day. That will beat him because Dakbo can knock on the office of Jagaban.
Is that power of incumbency, or it will beat him anyway?
He's the former governor too now, and he's strong in that. They are both Jebus, right? They're both. They're more.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is it. Yeah. Oga, true. Yes, it will cause inflation, no doubt about that. But we have to live with it. But it's not going to be a runaway inflation when they all start increasing their wage. It's not commensurate with productivity.
Don't agree with him, Baba, because that's not true. If you increase the minimum wage now, because the parity between prices and the purchasing power of the Nigerian person is so wide that before inflation can come in, there has to be some sort of convergence. So what an increase in minimum wage will achieve it's a livable living standard for Nigerians, or the journey towards they have to have a livable living standard first. You only have inflation when you have abundance, and the parity between the prices and the minimum wage is such a wide chasm that you cannot. Don't buy into that narrative. I don't think
I
Baba.
think no, that's for
I
luxury.
don't.
Woman, that's for
Oga has not
luxury
talked it
goods. But
truthfully.
for the daily living of things we can, if government is importing, of course they will subsidize the importation. No doubt about that. But for 50 luxury things like electronics, which they import and pay duty on, yes, the prices of those things may go up. Television, cooker, grinder, grinding machine, and all the rest, the domestic one. Yes, but for food, I don't think the government will mitigate against that. With that, it subsidizes importation. So there is no doubt about that. I can see most of these things just petering out in 2026. Let me yield or pause for a moment so that AI and Jagaban and all the rest can come in.
Yeah,
Hello,
yes, sir.
Ronnie.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Baba. Yes, sir. Ewa is actually indicating that she's ready. I thought back that Gaban would be ready, but I think he may well have fallen asleep on us. So long is the opening
So
phase
AI, take it
sometimes.
away.
Yes, Zita, you're up next. So we're talking about Simon Ekpa and good luck, Jonathan. Now, giving yet the strongest indication that he's going to be on the ballot and all that. Wiki telling us that will be not welcome in the PDP and a whole raft of other topics. So Zita, you're up next.
You said what happened to Simon Ekpa?
Simon Ekpa, they've released him from in Finland, and is on his way to Nigeria now to kick Tinubu'S of Aso Rock.
You are not serious. What happened to him? On a serious note, I've been busy.
No, they've jailed him now 6 years.
What? Are they kidding?
Yes, no. Have you been outside of the everybody? It's all over. You've been outside of the news.
That number that is too low. Just 6 years. I was thinking maybe 20 or 30.
Why would they just Simon Ekpa for 6 years? Are they joking or what?
In Finland, it's not deserving of the jailing, or the term is too short.
That shows that they didn't want to jail him in the first place.
I think they are just doing it for Nigeria. Yeah.
Maybe on one count charge. That's what they jailed him for 6 years. Because that guy is supposed to be there for, I don't know, 21 years.
The rest of his life.
Yeah, he should be in life, go for life jail. He should be in prison the rest of his life. Anyway, that means he will never step foot in Nigeria again. Honestly, sincerely speaking, that guy.
I don't think you can say that. You know all these westernized sentences. You usually serve half the term, and then they release you for good behavior or something. So he'll probably be there for 3 years, and they'll let him go.
They will still jail him again.
AI, quick question. Sorry. I know in America here, if he has anything to do with terrorism, they can revoke your citizenship and deport you back to your home country. Is it the same thing for Finland, where if you are, they revoke your citizenship if you are regards to terrorism?
Okay, let me explain. When it comes to things like that, America acts alone. They act alone, in the sense that in the kingdom of the United States, you are accused of terrorism. They don't give a hoot where you come from, whether they have bilateral agreement with that country or not. The thing that is important to them is that they're going to fling you out of their country, period. So they actually is one of the countries in the world, if not the only, that acts alone when it comes to things like that. But other countries usually have that security agreement before they can do that. If Nigeria and Finland has such security agreement, definitely they will fling him. It's either Nigeria bans him from entering Nigeria or Finland flings him out of the country. But I don't think Finland and Nigeria has such an agreement.
No. I'm not discussing laws to that people. I'm saying the citizen itself. Can they revoke his Finnish citizenship?
That is what I'm telling
No,
you now.
because
Listen to me. Listen to me. How it works. You came into a country answering a name. You see, in as much as he's holding Finnish citizenship, honestly, sincerely speaking, there is no black Finnish. That's one thing you will understand. So it is acquired. Actually, they actually kind of see him like a Nigerian. Okay.
I was just saying earlier, Zita, that because there's a difference between citizen by birth and citizenship by naturalization. If you're a naturalized citizen, then you have to adhere to certain criteria in order to continue with that citizenship. And a lot of it will wrap around a lot of things that has been alleged against Simon Ekpa. So I'm wondering then that citizenship can be revoked, and then after his sentence,
that was what I was asking.
That's his question now.
Sorry. I went away from there. So, yeah, it can be revoked and it'll be sent back to Nigeria, and then Tinubu will gain him again. But sorry, carry on. I stepped away for a moment.
One man, imagine. I'm just talking like that. Imagine
the first question you will ask is there a law in Finland that says if you are a Finnish person, if you commit the act of terrorism, you should go on asylum? Is there a law in Finland that says if you are a naturalized citizen, you are being accused of terrorism, your naturalization will be revoked? That's the question.
It's almost a certain thing now that part of your naturalization that you don't promote terrorism or extreme.
I don't. One man. I only ask because in America that's the way it is. So maybe
America has a loan when it comes on that. Those countries, those Scandinavian, whatever you people call them, all those countries around here and this one here, they don't. It's not a common thing in their area. It's not a common.
To put conditionality to naturalization. Every country puts conditionality now.
No. Here they don't. But there is something they do. I will not say. I will not say. But they don't.
Say. Okay. We don't want
they
to.
Don't. But
okay.
There is some.
Zita.
This place is even.
No, Zita, hold on. If you say it, I will not call you, which I promise I will not. Just say it. I promise I will not call you.
You said what?
Just say it now. You said, what did they do?
I will not say it, please.
Okay.
Is it not in the laws? Is it something that they are doing secretly, or what do you mean you will not say?
By the other thing, pass, be careful though. When you go tell a man, say he's not qualified to take care of a child because in commit one thing happened to a particular child.
Castration.
And then because something happened to a particular child, you took that child away come out from a hand. If he born again, you go come out again from a hand. That means you don't declare, say, he no go fit raise child. But you go allow him to do jiggy. But if that jiggy with his wife result to a child, you go still come collect her. I beg, leave. Every country has their own wahala. Every country get their own wahala. So I don't know if Finland, the Finnish government, they do that. One thing you will understand is that the story of that Simeon Ekpa in Finland is not complete. Maybe one day we will hear the full story.
There's another angle to it as well, Zita. Apparently, allegedly, he set up a legal firm and he was acting as a legal representative. But then a part of the things they were charging him for was that it was falsely identifying, because it is actually his wife that is the lawyer, and he has no. Because they tell us all the time that he has a master's in law in Finland, but the Finnish are telling us that no, it's actually his
Okay,
wife that is the lawyer.
let me say another thing. Maybe you people were not following it. You see, during the Nigerian Biafran War, you see Norway, you see Finland, all those countries, I won't use the word they supported Biafra, but they were there for them. So it's only in that kind of country he can stay and do that shenanigan he's doing. Go and read the history. They supported, they were actually for that Biafra shenanigan. So it's only in those kind of countries he can stand be doing that thing, in the flagging Biafra flag and all, doing all those meetings and those. If he goes to UK or US or Canada or Australia, do that thing he's doing, man, they're gonna kick him out of their country. Trust me. But there is something with those Biafran stuff and those countries that is not something we will discuss, but you can go and do research on it.
I think probably because of I think probably because of Nigeria doesn't have human rights. That's why I think so. But because it happened even in Australia, I mentioned there's a lot of guys here. They are dissenting. So some of them they send them back. Some of them they remain here. So when they check if the country they don't have human rights, they're not gonna do that.
I don't think that is the reason. I don't think that is the reason. I've told you what the reason is. You see that Biafra with Norway, with Finland, with all those ones, yes, they kind of protect them. I don't know, but it is what it is. You can go and do research. But if you think it's because Nigeria doesn't have civil blah, 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 that's okay. But I've said what I want to say. It's only in those countries he can do that kind of bullshit. Because the kind of thing that guy did is not...
Zita, before you go on, please, I want to ask you something, because this thing I want to ask you, like, concern you and I. Like, can I go ahead and ask you?
Go ahead now. If I said don't go ahead, you will still ask me, so go ahead.
Yeah. I want to do my research and find out my local government was listed as one of beneficiaries of oil and gas in Imo State. So my question is, how are we, you and I, or I don't know about you, concerning me, how am I going to benefit from all this stuff now? Where do I go and register so I'll be getting money from gas in Imo State? My own money, or how do we go about it? Because these guys, there is a lot of money in Imo State now. So how do we go about it?
I don't understand what you're saying. Please clarify.
No, what I say is, in Imo State now, they have all this gas company coming up every day.
Let me tell Zita what you're saying in the language that she understands. It's saying Imo State as Imo State is now part of the 13% derivatives for reasons of the gas, because the gas hub of Nigeria is in Imo State. For reasons of the it's Imo. That's really what everybody says. But so what he is saying is that how, and I think he is localizing it to his own area that it comes from. So what he's saying is that how does that impact on him directly, and how does that affect his own bank balance? Is that roughly where you are? Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. First of all, did they find gas in your village?
Yes, my local government is involved.
Okay. Don't talk about local government. Did they find gas in your village?
Not yet, but I think they are doing some research is going on. But my local government is involved.
Okay. if you define gas in your village, then you have a case. But if it is in your local government, then you have a broader thing in your hands. Actually, how they do it is that they settle them, those in a way of.
Excuse me, when you say village, this we are talking of just 2 kilometers or just 3 kilometers. Go ahead.
See, that thing is much more than what you see with your eyes, because it might be just 2 poles away from you getting it. The map you are seeing as the map of your local government is not, might not actually be the map for the gas. Are you getting me?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if the gas is in your local government, did it cover the whole of the local government? The answer is no. There is a particular place it is existing. So they have to draw map. It doesn't necessarily mean that the map will remain only in that. But the thing is that the local government will get something, but when it comes to individuals, it's not going to be a local government stuff. It's going to be more concentrated on those people, their land is being used. So that's how it works. So if your local government have gas and oil, that means your local government will be getting things of people who have gas and oil. But if you are saying as an individual, it will come down when it is in your village or in your father's land or in your clan. That's when it will come closer to you. That's how it works.
Have you gotten anything since they started all this process? You by yourself? Because I knew that you come from one of the gas area.
The place I worked.
So sorry, Bato. How do you think these things work? Do you think if they discover gas in your village or even in your homestead, do you think everybody gets a check? Is that how you think it works?
Yes.
Yes.
If it is
They have
in your
3%.
land, if it is in your land, there are some certain compensation. Yes. If it is in your land, there are those it is in their land because they're gonna destroy that land.
It's just that it's their leaders that collect it, corner it, and then tell the people some stories.
Actually, no. It maybe in those days, but in recent time, no, it doesn't work that way because somebody owned that land. Okay, so they're going to pass those things in that land. They pay them handsomely. Honestly, but if you are talking about getting a job or working or having a contract, supply or things because it is in your local government, yes, that is possible too. But you have to go to that company and ask for your quota. If your local government has a quota in that company that is exploring in your local government, definitely you see how you fit in. But actually, to be honest with you, those people that have the local government or the land where they explore have a little edge over outsiders, no matter how they try it. But the thing is that when it comes to contract and jobs and things like that, you might not get something big because the industry is already saturated with expertise. And you being young and fresh, it doesn't make any sense, but they might give you something, okay? Because places like Ajip, they will tell you to go and get letter from your king. It's a plus. That might not necessarily mean they will give you the job. But if you get a letter from your king and they explore in that land, come on, man. You do
They
well
even
in
give
it, you get the
scholarships.
job. Huh?
They give scholarships too.
Yeah, they do. They do give scholarships.
But Bato, it be like say you don't they go price new wife on the basis that you hear. No, we say you'll be
No,
spending the money. He's been
he's
spending the
right.
money in his head already. You've been spending the money in your head.
No, there is something for them, but the thing is that it's not something that it's not spreading money. but there is always something for them. Because what happens is that if you don't create all those things for those people in that local government, those boys will disturb you. It's
Yeah, because
they
because
will disturb you. They will come and be destroying your pipe, doing one thing, disturbing your workers and all those things. So they usually have an agreement. That's for sure.
and another thing I want to ask you, like, does Hope Uzodinma have any plan for development for Imo State, mostly like all this area, gas community area? Is it anything like that?
Oh, you said what?
Like Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, have any plan for development, mostly the community area, the gas community area?
I don't.
No, it's a must now. It's a function of law, not just even anything. It's a law.
Baba, hold on. Do you want a lecture? If you want a lecture, because it's a place I work for 21 years.
Yeah, I need it. I want to know because I need my own money.
I can lecture you.
Go ahead and lecture me. I need my own money.
When it comes to business, it's more of a partnership between the owners of the land where the resources is and the company. Okay, Hope Uzodinma's job is to develop Imo State. Okay, his job is to get resources, allocation, whatever, because of what is seated in his state to develop the whole state. He shouldn't be concentrating on one area. Why? Because that area has their own allocation too, mapped out by the government, mapped out by the companies. So Hope Uzodinma will not use the state money to run.
Don't forget the community too.
And say, this is the golden, how Port Harcourt people they talk about again, the golden goose that laid the golden egg. So we develop that area. No. Now, how does it work? When they find oil in your land, over the years, it's been evolving and there have been updates, there have been refining, there have been debate, arguments, rewriting and everything, and it's getting better. So when they find oil in your land, there is time for conversation. Those people who found that land, from the geologists, the company that did the research, and the company that will come to explore, and the company that will come to build, and the company that will come to map, each one that enter your land will have a certain kind of agreement with you people. They're gonna come and explain what they're coming to do. And they will tell you they will be there between so and so time, and their own time will end. They will go. Okay? This next set will come in and say, fine, we are the ones to lay the pipes. We are going to do it between so and so time. They will have their own conversation with you. Then these ones will come and say, okay, fine, we will start the drilling. And this drilling will last for 20 years. It's going to last for 10 years. And that's how long we're going to be in your land. Then we have a certain kind of agreement with you, but you have to bear in mind, it might not be the same company. That is the mistake. Most local government elders and the kings and whatever, the mistake they made in those days. When this one come, have an agreement. How many years are you going to do? What are you going to do? That thing is actually between the company and the people. It's only when there are so much disagreement that the government comes in. But if you people have a peaceful negotiation and and every dotted line you sign, you are good to go. And everybody keeps to their own part of the bargain. There won't be hassles. Like in my local government, in my town, nobody disturbs anybody.
I just imagine me owing 500,000. Just give it to me, like, go enjoy yourself. Anyway, and the another thing is
listen,
500,000 in which currency?
dollar.
Look at this guy.
They will give you $1 million.
Maybe you go and carry a gun. You are better off going. Look at
No,
this guy.
Bato, the
I'm a
clever
robber.
thing to do, like most people, go get a contract from the company itself, apart from money, pursue contract too. So you can be doing some supply of some derivatives,
He
sawdust,
said
cement, and things
500,000.
like
Then
that.
how much is the business itself?
And another thing that surprised me.
Most of those projects
This I just wait 1 minute.
$2 billion or $1 billion.
Yeah, this I just 1 minute. Yeah, just 1 minute. Another thing that surprised me, when you go to the map, I saw my local government. They said like they have the gas there, but they failed to mention the village they find the gas. We have been asking this person where, because we want to know, we want to start like early, like okay, this is what we are going to do. This is what we are going to do.
It's like your body they're hot.
If they're hot, I beg you, because I need money.
Okay, listen to me and listen carefully.
Yeah.
Exploration is not something that is done quietly. I repeat myself again. The business of mineral resources, getting it out from the ground, whether it is gold, platinum, oil, gas, or whatever, is not something that is done quietly. You don't need anybody to tell you that they have found oil in your land, or you saw a map and you'll be asking which is the village. They will come to you because they're going to make appropriate use of your land. So if nobody is coming to you people, that means they didn't find anything in your land, or they're yet to come. So it's not something you say, which village did they find the oil? Where are the oil? Where are them now? Is my village among? No, it doesn't work that way. It's not done quietly. The moment they finish the thing, they will first invite your people to Imo State, to the government house, your elders, your king. They will discuss with him. Then they will book a time. They will tell them the company is coming to see you people. They will come. The discussion will go from stage to stage to stage to stage. They will involve the villagers before they will call all of you. It will be a town hall session. They're going to have a town hall session with you guys.
Imagine me sitting with the Minister of Mineral Resources and Tinubu. Oh my God. I say imagine me sitting with the Minister of Mineral Resources and the Tinubu asking you for my $500,000.
You know the funny thing. You know the funny thing, Zita. Yeah, Bato is not actually saying this thing in jest. He's actually having wet dreams about $500,000 suddenly landing magically in his bank account. My guy, you are better off just going to go. You are better off robbing a bank.
Is the business as a whole? If one person in your village will get $500,000, how much is the business worth? Because most of those oil and gas, most of them that announced the project is just $1 billion. As at 5 years ago, listen carefully, as at 5 years ago or 10 years ago, when they announce a project that is $1 billion, that's a major project. That's what they call it in Shell. That's a lot of money. So anything from 1 billion is a major project. Anything below 1 billion is a medium project. Then when it runs to hundreds of thousands of dollars, then it becomes a minor project. And for you to sit down here and be talking about you as a single person getting $500,000. I don't know where, because that thing you are talking about might be clearing project will not even be up to that. That is awarding you a contract to clear the whole forest. That is clear the axis they are going to pass. It's not even up to $100,000. What are you talking about?
Yeah, if that is not money now, if
so
they're giving people
100 and something million naira is not the 200 million naira is no money. Anyway, no problem. The thing is that you will see, seeing is believing. When you get there, you will find out that there are projects that if you are not taking it, another person in your village will take it. Because actually, because of the Niger Delta militancy in those days, they begin to be more transparent. Okay? When they come to your village, they're going to tell you people how much the business is worth. Whatever they're going to do in your village, they're going to tell you how much you get. But let me tell you the secret. This oil company, the project, it might extend. But if the villagers give them trouble, they might not even get up to that money. They're walking away.
Sorry, Zita. I'm going to come off the screen. Stay in the background. Hopefully, one of the moderators coming to take it over. But I'll stay in the background for as long as I can. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow. I'll carry on with the conversation. So yeah, I'll stay in the background.
Okay, thank you. So they're gonna tell you how much is the project. So if they come to your town and tell you that they're going to be there for 10 years, and within that 10 years, their business is whatever they're doing in your village is going to, like, within that 10 years, the spread of 10 years in your town is going to cost them $2 billion. And then you stand up and tell them to give you 500,000.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
That $2 billion is the spread for 10 years. It's not that they're going to spend it just for the start. They're telling you that the project goes in phases. And the phases will run for 10 years. And waiting from that, the time they start to that 10 years, the project is worth $2 billion. Then you wave your hand and say, excuse me, Mr. Director or Mr. Manager, I want to have $1 million. That's all I want. You'll be looking like a crazy man. It doesn't work that way. Most actually, what they do is that they give you room for contracts, and which is very good. If you do well, not only that particular, okay, let me rephrase it. If you do well and pally with them and become a friend of the company, not a friend of the project. Because remember, they're doing projects in your town. They're not, their office is not in your town. Their office might be in Port Harcourt, their headquarters. Probably in Bayelsa. Probably they don't have an office in Owerri. The field people are staying in a hotel. So if you do project well with them, you become a friend of the company. So even if your project in your village ends, even if you are doing that one, another project come in another place, in another town, they will still give you. How would the villagers know? They'll be running it from their head office. So that's how it works, and that's how those villagers make a lot of money. Some of those boys are very cool-headed. They make so much money from that company. They will even be a go-between, settle their village boys, make them happy. They make so much money being a friend to the company, not a friend to the project. Because their project is being done in their company office, not in the site. Your village is just a site, not the company.
But this is a very big opportunity for Purpose Odimo to develop this area.
It's not a very good opportunity for Purpose Odimo to develop the state. Okay? Right from the word go, they created Imo State. Imo State has been running on money. Imo State is never a poor state. In fact, I may go to say that among the 5 states in Igbo land, Imo State should be the richest.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they have a lot going on for them. Their proximity, the location, the proximity to River State, and the way they divide the River State, most of those from Omalelu, down to Uguta is all a lot of oil, mineral resources, a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah. So it's only, and then some part of Abia that is supposed to have that oil is even cut into Imo State too. So Imo State is a very rich state. So if they're not doing anything with the money they've been getting, I don't think it's the money is the problem. It's the individual. What are you willing to do? It's as simple as ABC.
Yeah, by now Uguta leg should be developed up by now, but nothing is going on there.
Listen, let me tell you. You see, sometimes you guys come to here and you say anything. Freedom of speech. You can say anything. But I don't know what to say. But let me say this, because sometimes I speak gibberish and people will start abusing me. I don't even really do care. You see, there is what they call what makes a place. It's not the natural resources that is in the land that makes a place. You are not richer than River State. River State is not developed. It's this one Wike is fighting for his political career, and Amechi fought for his political. They are the ones, Amechi and Wike, we are actually the people that did something in that state.
Sure.
Go and ask anybody.
Yeah, well, everybody know that. I know that.
Because they hate somebody or they love somebody or they make somebody will say that this one, that are people. I lived in River State. River State is like a village.
Yeah, it's true.
I schooled in River State. I lived in River State. It was Amechi that came. Schools on the highway about Owerri Road. Schools, the Port Harcourt to Owerri Road. Schools on the both sides of the road look like a grandma's kitchen in a remote village.
Yeah, it's true.
Amechi came renovate. If you are passing, you won't believe. In fact, when Amechi became governor, 2 years into his governorship, if you've not been to River State, you come in, you'll be asking, what is this? Did they remove that primary school here? Did they remove that secondary school here? He renovated, built health center, was building a decent road. Not road that rain will come. 2 rainy seasons, we break it into 2. Amechi built it. I give it to him. He built it. In fact, the erosion in front of Share IA, that man killed it. He buried that erosion. Then Wike came, started building flyover. It is not the money. It is the environment that makes a place tick. I must say that in as much as, I'm going to say it anyway, Igbo people, for some reasons, they are not accommodating. For some reasons. There are people that has aura. The aura they have is everywhere. So when a stranger comes, a stranger can't see space to fit in. That's the only way I will explain it. They have an aura. When they stay in a place that everywhere is like they're covered everywhere. So when a stranger comes, it does not, he'll be looking for, where do I fit in? Where do I stay?
So hang on, let me just understand what you're saying. So what you are saying is it's not like we hate people. It's like our system is like money, like we invest too much. So when a visitor come, it's hard for you to maybe buy a land in Igbo land or to fit in. Is it what you mean?
Okay, let me explain. I'm trying to be civil, trying to explain it. But since it's not sitting in, let me be straightforward in explaining it. You see, let me use another. I will use an example and come back to it. United States of America is a country that is so rich, well made. They have a lot going on for them. But they don't have that aura of saturation.
Yeah, break it down more so that I will understand.
They bring in the even if they don't want to sell to you, they want to buy from you. Even if you're buying from them, they still want to buy from you. And that's the problem the whole world is having with them. When they go and do their meeting, gather themselves, finish, who go buy? Is it India will buy from China or China will buy from India? That's I think I've explained it. Then let me go back to Igbo land. You don't do something in a way that you situate yourself in a way you will be the seller and the buyer. You've taken the two positions. So if I come as a buyer, I no see space. I come as a seller, I no see space. I go down, let me now bring it down. You see, in Igbo land, our tradition, our culture, our mannerism does not, it's not that if a stranger come, we will not allow him. But the environment does not prove to a stranger that he will be allowed. Do you understand me now?
No, break it down. Like, okay, the environment, what is in the environment? Like, is it money, too much money floating? Or the laws, or like
Imo State now, and go where in Owerri. Let's assume a Hausa man and say he wants to buy a land. Price and where, definitely they're gonna sell to him. If he's ready to drop good money for the land, they're gonna sell to him. But will a stranger come to buy that land? The answer is no. Why? Because the environment is not giving him that confidence and that room that he can buy that land and stay there and grow and live peacefully.
I don't think so.
Hold on, get me right. It's not that if he buy that land and build a house there, that he will not live peacefully. Definitely he will live peacefully. Nobody, he paid for it, he built his house. Nobody is gonna disturb him. But is there anything he's seeing to encourage him that nobody will disturb him? The answer is no. Now, over the years, you are talking about development. You cannot develop something. You do, okay, development. Most times, development, you cannot discuss development without talking about infrastructure. Because that is the major enhancer of development. So, you cannot build something that cannot be used. Period. You have to first of all create an environment that will bring the people that will use it. Otherwise, if you like, build beautiful this, beautiful that, beautiful. I remember, what is his name? That's my favorite governor, Donald Duke. He built third road, third everywhere. I remember when we went to a wedding, traditional wedding somewhere in Calabar. On the road, but they were using the well-tarred road for barbecue. The expression dry, they were drying stuff. Because no car was passing. Some of that road in an hour, one Okada will pass. That's a waste of resources. I don't care. So you do not build something somebody will not use.
Yeah, but this thing you're talking about now, just hang on. Let me just interject here a little bit. Igbo, we still have deficit of house in Igbo land because even if you build house like today, I will give you an example of houses in Owerri. Owerri houses have gone to millions to rent. Even if Igbo people, even if like it be like maybe like 1,000 units today, they will definitely they will rent it close maybe 1 month or 2 months to be rented. So what I'm trying to say, like we still have deficit of house in the Igbo land. So why not target the people there first before you are
You
thinking
are
about
funny.
outside?
You are funny. Maybe you don't understand economics. Do you know why houses in Imo State and the Igbo land is expensive? Do you know why?
No, I don't know.
Let me tell you why. There are two reasons that make things very expensive. Demand. Higher demand might reduce the number, might make the quantity not enough, thereby increasing the price. It becomes the highest bidder. Lower demand, on the contrary, too, because much people are not asking for it, it becomes a scarce commodity. In the side of selling, not in the side of commodity. So when you have a commodity that is only one person that price it in 2 years, you will put as much money as you can to cover for that 2 years. So that's what is making those places expensive.
Are you sure?
Fewer demand. That's a pure economics.
Are you saying that they have lower demand in Imo State in housing? And
Good. By the way, this Imo State you are talking about, what can you name the companies in Imo State?
can you learn what?
The companies. How many companies are in Imo State? Because that is that place is what they call most Igbo land, apart from Anambra State and Abia State. The other three, what I call civil servant states.
Yeah.
Only Abia State that Aba, not really the whole of Abia State. And then our Onitsha in Anambra State.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones that make business and then have companies here and there.
And deploy people, yeah.
In Imo State, there is no. Imo State doesn't have an energy town. They used to call it energy, where the energy is. Imo State, Enugu State, Ebonyi State, they don't have it. They don't have what they have, energy. Anambra, luckily, they have. Their energy town is Onitsha. Abia State, their energy, they for Aba.
Yeah, I understand that, but when you compare the house prices, on Onitsha you're talking about now to compare to Imo State is more a little bit higher than to compare to Onitsha.
That is what I'm saying.
But I don't think it's low
from
demand because people are demanding for house. That place, the real estate is booming in Imo State, even more than those states you're mentioning.
Listen, you took the word out of my mouth, but I just explained why houses are expensive in Imo State. I just explained that to you. You didn't hear me.
No, I do, but I'm just saying like in Imo State today, real estate is booming more than Anambra State and the other state you're talking about.
What I'm telling you, because the demand is low.
Oh, is it why it's booming? The real estate is booming in Imo State because the demand is low.
Yes, it's not booming. It's expensive. That should be the right word.
No, it's booming and it's expensive because I can tell you how many this thing I got, how many years real. Sorry.
Carefully, as at 10 years ago, where is it called? Behind I don't know if you know where very well. There's where they call after where you see when you are leaving Owerri, as if you are going to airport.
Yep.
You know, the moment you left Owerri, it's still part of Owerri Manifesta. You left Assumpta past Obinze.
Yep. What this area is it? All the area you're talking about.
After Obinze.
Okay.
No, Obinze. You will start seeing hotels. All of a sudden, people were building hotels in that area. Kano one call them, Okocha them. They were building houses. They really wanted to do something for Imo State. Those places, do you know the funny aspect of it?
No.
It is not still developed. As at 10 years ago, 8 years ago, a plot of land there was 10 million naira. Right inside the bush, oh, it is not those ones on the highway. Those ones on the highway was going for 30 million, 40 million. And
10 years ago.
now, hold on, up till now, those places are not developed. So you expect somebody to drop down his 40 million naira in those days. And up till now, those places are not developed. I stack my 40 million there and walk away. Meanwhile, as at that time, somewhere, that place, what is it called? That place, Dangote was building his refinery there. I can get a land for 7 million. Inside the bush in that area, which has all those places has Baba, all those places are developed now. Wow. Estate has sprinkled up. And the place, where they were selling a plot of 40 million, up till now is not developed. So the owner of the land just collect my 40 million, whack. And then you'll be in this platform screaming, hey, estate in Imo State is booming, it's booming. You whack my 40 million, up till now I can't build on that place. Come on, man.
Who is there? He dropped.
I didn't drop. Oh.
Okay.
Remy can speak. Remy has been listening. Other people can speak.
No, Madam Zita, I'm enjoying it. Okay, continue.
What are you enjoying?
I was surprised that I was surprised that I know that Imo is the most richest in terms of federal allocation to Southeast state, but I was surprised that you are talking about land you bought. Not you bought that. It's about the value is about 40 million 10 years ago.
I'm telling you.
And that place have not really developed.
It has not developed. He can testify now.
What are the things you consider that makes it to be like that? Because
but I just explained it now. I just explained it to him. In economics, things go two ways. Okay? If the demand is high, it makes the commodity, the supply will be low because the demand is high. Then you turn the economics backwards. If there are so many things, the supply is high, but the demand is extremely low, it's backwards economics. That product will still be very high. Like the thing is everywhere, but only once will somebody come to ask for it. The price will be very high. Because you don't know when you are going to sell again. So places like Igbo land, that's what is happening to their land. A land you will buy for 10 million, 20 million. In that area, I have a land, 10 plus of land. I bought 12 years ago. I know how much I bought it, and I'm not supposed to say it, but it was ridiculous. Up to today, funny enough, it's on the highway.
But the value still remains the same, or it has increased?
Well, if I want to sell it, of course, I will sell it more than that. But who is going to buy it? Oh, that's the okay. I understand. That is the problem. And this
They,
land I'm talking about is on the highway.
they do buy, or depend where the land is.
I said the land I'm talking about is actually what I wanted to use it for was for a school.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing. You can't just go and buy land in the middle of nowhere and you want somebody to buy it. So if you
Well, I don't know what you mean by middle of nowhere. I don't understand what you mean by middle of nowhere. That's why I told you that development comes with infrastructure. They are actually the motivator.
no,
Infrastructure.
the problem we have there is this guy, they're not building infrastructure. So if they're not building infrastructure to bring
I know
people
they do
back,
argument like this. Bros, you not go build infrastructure when no person know they use.
no,
Which kind of
no.
wahala be this?
The,
You cannot be building. Okay, look at the way they fought. They built Owerri Port Harcourt Highway.
mm-hmm.
That Owerri Port Harcourt Highway, if you look at Owerri Port Harcourt Highway, the one that is close to Port Harcourt, from the airport, Port Harcourt Airport, the moment you come out from Port Harcourt Airport and start racing towards Port Harcourt, it has started developing. Even at that, a plot of land there is not 40 million. Then you go to Port Harcourt to Owerri Road, getting close to Owerri. That's the place rushed in those days because it's a highway. That is the infrastructure has been built. That is a highway. Everything starts there. They've already given us the infrastructure. So those boys rushed and built those hotels. If you go there, they have up to, what is 30 hotels? And of good standard. Those hotels are 4 stars. Some of them are 3 stars. Very nice hotel. Because my company, when we are working in, what is this? Asanot. In Asanot then, it's there they used to lodge our staff. Very nice hotel. Well maintained. But nobody was using it. You go to a hotel of 5-story building, everything intact. Your company, if you people are 15, you are the only 15 people in that whole building. Are you kidding me?
And people are still building hotel every day in the same place you're talking about.
Hold on.
Where today, like I can tell you, like more than 20 hotels, they are constructing it up to date.
That is the thing now. I'm still
so if they're not making money from it, so why those people are coming back and still building hotels every day?
Let me tell you, okay. You see, you ask this, I'm even surprised you said this. I'm shocked that you say this. If you are truly an Igbo person, you wouldn't have said that. Because Igbo people are one funny, crazy, money show people I have ever seen on the surface of the earth. These are people who build mansions. What of some of them? What is 100 million? In the village, rats and cockroaches and lizards and war geckos live there.
That is our culture. That's our culture. So,
okay, if that is your culture, so why are you saying that people are building hotels? Igbos are building hotels in that area?
Yeah,
sure
because
most of them are like Nande Kanu for them that are diaspora that come there to show their money. So who is using it? Please, next time when you go to Imo State, go to those hotels. That was one thing Rochas Okorocha did for Imo State people. And you know, my people have one kind of character. I don't know what is wrong with them, but I leave it for them. There's one thing Rochas Okorocha did. Rochas Okorocha opened Imo State for tourism. And we keep saying it. You hate me, like me, I don't care. People are listening. Rochas Okorocha, Remy, you've been to Japan, right? What did you say? What do they call that place in Japan? Yes, it's in Japan now, where they mold things. They molded a lot of, even in Chicago, they have it, they call it Roosevelt. in Chicago is headless copters. It's made of a kind of wood that never rots. So, but the famous one I think is in Japan, where people go for. They just molded things like different. You don't even know. It doesn't make sense. But
But what I want to ask is this: during Okorocha time, he built a beautiful hotel like this that it becomes a kind of crisis after he left. It's a beautiful place. I don't know how to call it, like small.
Let me explain Rocha's Okorocha's administration.
I just want to know what happened to that beautiful edifice.
Hold on. There was Owerri is known for hotels. It's a civil servant place. But Owerri, because of the antecedent of the Owerri indigenes, not Imo State, but Owerri indigenes, hotel is a kind of thing that should fly in Owerri. So from the word go, apart from going to work as a civil servant, the next business an Owerri man thinks of is a guest house. Do you understand? Like Otokoto Hotel and Co. So when Okorocha became the governor, do you know what he did? He kind of opened those hotels. First of all, he dealt with insecurity. Okorocha hit insecurity head on. And you must say, actually, probably that's why they didn't like him.
That's what the governor should be doing.
Hold on, please.
Please. People.
Let me tell the world the story. They can go and fact check me. Those who are Imo State will bear me witness. Those that are not Imo State citizens will fact check me. The first thing Okorocha did when he became governor of Imo State is to deal with insecurity. He dealt with it head on. And then he started molding all those things. He did artificial waterfall. He did artificial waterfall. He built all those things. Then did that Akachi. I even heard that they broke that thing to pieces. The man molded everywhere. So that when people come back, if you see Owerri during Christmas when Okorocha was governor, he's very busy.